What's going on, everybody? As y'all know, I play music for the first 10 minutes. Lock on some music for the first 10 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and lock in.
Joyce flexing. But I don't understand what I'm saying. This is how the kids from these different sections. She was fucking with a nigga, I'm fucking with the both people, they will never with me. Everybody's coming I made it out them trenches, I'm on mission. All these bitches, they always with me. I'm a deputy. All this money, I keep it around me. I'm a deputy. I'm a deputy. Big ol' house on top of it, I'm a deputy. She wanna fuck me, but I don't. I'm a deputy. 18 bags, I swear to God, I love to keep shit away. DJ, I swear to God, I'm a deputy. 16 years old, bitch, I've been rich and I ain't going to do this. I'm a deputy, baby. I'm a deputy. Stop what you trying to get me. I'm on music and you. Get my back out of you. I'm addicted to you. I get rid of all these bitches. Bad bitches, they always with me. I'm a daddy to this. All this money, I keep it around me. I'm a daddy to this. I'm close for the God. I'm a daddy to this. Big ol' house on top of the hill. I'm a daddy to this. She was fucking with a nigga. I was fucking with the both people. They were never with me. Every day I find it soft. I really phones in my yard. I made it out them trenches. I'm on mission, Lord.
Yo, appreciate everybody that's coming in here so far today, man. Without a tweet, by the way. Yo, bro. Yo. Remember, let me see. Y'all spamming the emoji, man. Play that ride, man. Ride is coming up. Y'all spamming the emoji, man. I love. Remember when y'all come in here, send the emoji. Read me with that one. Send the emoji. On phone and breathe.
I lost a lot of my niggas. A lot of my niggas. Boy, I got all out for my niggas. You know you'll get shot for my niggas. You're hot right now for my niggas. Get down here. Pick up right after my niggas. When I die, I'm gonna take this shit with me. Run my sack, I went got the 150. I'm gonna let the beat breathe, you know. You know me, man. I don't know me saying celebrate everything, lost everything, all my niggas, all this money, made.
Yes, sir.
All of my brother gunfire. If I call them, fuck them, they want them man. If we woke up sitting by sunrise, I seen gunfire like 100 times. And they gonna keep sitting in the house looking sad and sorry. I cried like 100 times. Your pain can't take away my pain, but we don't give a fuck been a bunch of times. They ain't outside when it's hunting time. Ain't nobody outside when it's hunting time. Everybody always around when it's hunting time. Get the fuck around, push me in front line. Ain't a killer, I ain't never killed a nigga, but you better not ever push me. I'm only tell you one time. If you my nigga, I love you, do anything for you, but I'm only let you cross me one time. That song for them grave. Real essence, baby. I'm with Project, baby. They ain't the beat start changing. That's my blessings raining. Nigga, little project, man. Project, I got the check start changing. Nigga, on the grave. I'm playing with the chill, change the same shit. Make your homies start changing. Homies, that shit hurt. Family the strange. It really be family the strange. Everybody got feelings they pain. Everybody got secrets they ain't saying. Everybody fighting demons and angels. Everybody fell in love with labels. Everybody want to go do what they do. Everybody mama work in the club.
I can go all day. I can go all day with the ride, man. Good morning, bro. Good morning, Wager. What's good? Wager, it's good to see you making it to the YouTube side of things now, bro. That's what it's all about. That's why no matter what, I constantly tweet where the show is going to be, because it's good to see people make it from spaces to Playback to YouTube to now YouTube. The show traveled to 3 different platforms, and we're gonna plant a spot right here on YouTube. We're gonna plant a spot right here. We're gonna put our 2 feet right here on YouTube, and we ain't moving. We attacking YouTube. I'm live on YouTube every single day out of the last 30 days. Nah, I appreciate you, Brody. I appreciate you. I'm back in the DMV too. Get up with me. Get up with me. Hit me up whenever. Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Lawrence, good morning. Good morning. I'm sore, bro. Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. That's where we be at. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what it is. That's what's going on. Good morning again. My bad. I lost track, but I'm gonna get back right. Good morning again to every somebody that's in here. It means a lot for you all to be inside of Fact and Stats this morning. I do not take what I do for granted. I'm truly blessed to be able to talk to you all on a day-to-day basis. Whether you type it in the chat, whether you come on the stage, whatever the case may be, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I am truly blessed. Blessed. With that being said, guys, if you are in here, which I do greatly appreciate, on top of that, there's a couple of things that you can do that can help me. You know, what's better than helping somebody? You know, it's always good to help people out. If you are in here, first and foremost, 22 you all so far. This video only has 3 likes. So if you are in here, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. OG, what's the word? Good morning, brother. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button on this video, y'all. That can help the algorithm out, and that can help more people coming in here. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. I'm trying to grow Facts and Stats as much as possible. So yeah, man, I'm trying to grow Facts and Stats as much as possible. So help me, please, and I will continue to be consistent for you guys as always. Next, on top of that, comment, talk to me while I'm up here. I'm honestly feeling like I can continue to just talk by myself, to be honest. Like, my bad. Hold on. Red Nation, is that the Rockets fan? Red Nation even made it. Damn. Red Nation, join the stage today when we get to that. When we kick it off with the NBA. Red Nation, the Rockets fan made it. That's all right. No funny. I'm impressed. That's all right. I'm impressed. Red Nation, the Rockets fan made it. I think that's the Rockets fan. I couldn't see too good, but appreciate you. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Y'all also comment. Talk to me, and I'll read all comments for the most part. Next, on top of that, if you share it, share the YouTube channel out, share the live show out to one of your friends, one of your parents, one of your family members, whoever the case may be. Fact and Stats is, like I said, a daily sports show, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. And if y'all come back in here and listen every day and or talking it every day, I'm pretty sure whoever you share it to will listen and or be willing to come to the stage as well. All you gotta do is share it with one person. Next, okay, you the Rockets fan, cool. I know you are. Next, make sure you all subscribe. Why not? A young man chasing 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So greatly appreciate if you guys subscribe to the platform. If you're not subscribed already, will mean a lot. Anybody's gonna rewatch this back as well. Same to you all. And again, Fact and Stats is a platform that is built to allow anybody to come on the stage and speak their mind. I'm big on that. That is the slogan. That would never change. You know, I want everybody to be able to have a voice on, no matter what the topic is. You know, typically sports related. So yeah. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now I know some of you all that's in here, I label or look at you all as supporters, because y'all support me and y'all support the platform. So with that being said, there are 4 different ways, really 3.5, 4, whatever the case may be, that you can do to extend your support, not only to help me, but to also help the platform. You at the J right now? Okay, that's a bet. No worries. Appreciate you being in here regardless. There are 4 different ways you can extend your support for the platform. First and foremost, this is most important at the moment. You can become a member on the Fact and Stats community YouTube side. We have over 30 members so far. Just turned the feature on last month. If you see anybody name in the chat, I need a shape up, man. If you see anybody name in the chat that's green, they are members. Greatly appreciate the members. Nothing but love. Extra love for y'all, because y'all went out y'all way and extended extra support for me. Everybody that's in here, love you regardless. You can become a member on the Fact and Stats community side. How you become a member? I only used to know desktop only. I made it easy for anybody that's on their phone right now. All you gotta do is click the link in the description. If you click the link in the description, it says become a member. It says become a member, and you can easily just click that. It's 3 different levels that you can join as: level 1, level 2, and level 3. They all have different customized perks. And again, like I said, I appreciate all the members from the bottom of my heart. If we are ever in Playback and a member need VIP, I'm always going to prioritize to give you guys VIP, especially if somebody that's not a member on the YouTube side has VIP at the moment. So keep that in mind as well. Ari, what's good? Welcome. On top of that, you can send super chats and super stickers all throughout the show today. Whenever you guys feel like it, all throughout the week or any show, honestly. Super chats are mainly to get your comment highlighted on the screen, or you can even ask me a question with it. Super stickers, same thing. Extend your support. Whether it's $1, whether it's $5, whether it's $13. All extended support is appreciated and greatly appreciated on top of that. Next, some of y'all probably been noticing I've been distributing every time I recorded a podcast episode. I always distribute clips of the episode to Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm starting to do it from the show. So things that's being said on stage, I am starting to clip that and post it on TikTok. They love the process said about AJ Brown the other day on TikTok. I'm starting to post that on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. So make sure y'all check out Fact and Stats on those other platforms as well. Justin Achille, what's the word? What's the word, Brody? Make sure I check out Fact and Stats on them other platforms as well. Next, second to last. Website. Anybody in here ever interested in purchasing any Fact and Stats apparel? Feel free to check out the Fact and Stats website. I'm always wearing Fact and Stats apparel, as many of you all know. Sporting one of the pink hoodies right now. Pink hoodie for the ladies, or the fellas that think they look good in pink. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm confident. I like how I look in pink. I like wearing this hoodie. I like wearing this color. Factandstats.us is the website. Make sure you all check out the website for any Facts and Stats apparel. And quick glimpse into the website. Fact and Stats hoodies and sweatpants that you see here. 8 hoodies at the top, sweatpants below. And then if you're interested, people love things that's on sale. If you're interested in anything that's on sale, if I had to guess, but I have like 10 or 12 shirts. If I had to guess, all Fact and Stats shirts that's available. Check it out. Most sizes are probably some sizes are sold out. I only have what's available that I literally have in my other room that's next to me. So check out the website, factandstats.us. Link to that is in the description as well. Excuse me. Playback. We're in Playback every single day. We're in Playback every single day. I don't even know if I'll even put this. I think you moved that to a shirt. Bro, hit my phone, Artix. I think you switched that to a hoodie. Whatever, just regardless, hit my phone about that. Comment and that can make you remember that. Playback.tv/Facts and Stats. We're in Playback every single day, guys, watching basketball every single night. And sometimes or more often than not, we'll be moving like, say we start talking about the NFL and the NFL part of the show, typically on Monday and Tuesdays, go for 3 hours, go for 4 hours. I'll move to YouTube, I'll move to Playback and pick up NBA talks or pick up college basketball talks and carry it on down there. I'm starting to shy away from that a little bit, but that's what's been going on recently. But on top of like open talks, NBA talks, NFL talks, whatever the case may be, we use Playback to watch live NBA games there together. Somebody's in here probably wondering what Playback is. I think the link to that is in the description as well. Playback is an app you can easily download. It's a platform that I have a partnership with. Don't cost no money to join the Playback room. No cost no money to download the app. 1,567 members in there. Greatly appreciate it. And like I said, I'll hit add event. This is gonna be a good game. I'll be known by some of the overseas teams. This is gonna be a good game too. And they got some good games today. This Monaco game and this game gonna be a good game. I think Jabari Parker played for this team right here. But either or, for example, we have 3 NBA games tonight: Raptors versus the Heat, Pistons versus Celtics, Kings versus Pels. So, like for example, I'll just go to select, I'll hit submit, and I'll schedule that game. So we're watching that game here tonight. On top of obviously watching the Kings versus the Pels, this will be the last game. So I just hit the schedule on that as well. And there's no need for me to schedule the Heat game because we're going to swap to that game as well. So playback.tv/Fact and Stats. We watch live NBA games in there every single night. And then the Fact and Stats Gambling Discord. If anybody wants to join that, that link is on the channel. Not in the description, but it's on the channel. And that's that. To the show today. Oh, also, I am back gaming on TikTok. Let me announce that. I am back gaming on TikTok and Twitch. I went live on TikTok for my first time yesterday in 3 months, bro. 2-3 months. And everybody, a lot of people were saying, my brother, you see what Zamir just did? That's a real nigga right there. That's a real nigga right there. Right. That nigga, that nigga woke up and said, you know what? Let me extend some support to Ed. Ed been grinding. Ed been consistent. Ed just wake up and do what he do. Ed wake up and do what he do, and he talked to us for hours, host the show for hours. And I love doing it, bro. And I truly appreciate all extended support. So Zamir, appreciate you, Brody. Much love. Hope you become a member on the YouTube side of things. You've been rocking with Fact and Stats for a while. So all in all, greatly appreciate it. And good morning to you too, bro. Hope all is well. Hope your daughter is well. You know what I'm saying? And just hope that you continue to be a great father and be a great man. Believe. Yeah. I think I said that right. So yeah, that's the Discord. I said this is Discord. That's the playback. I'm sorry. That's the playback. To today's show, like I was saying, I am back gaming on TikTok and Twitch. TikTok and Twitch is both Apparel Jr. If anybody ever want to tap in, watch, follow, support me on that, feel free. I was running it up in the summertime on TikTok. Running it up. So I'm trying to get back to that and use some of my time gaming, you know, because I was pretty good at video games. I'm not going to say I'm pretty good now. This year, Madden 2K this year is trash. But I was good last year for sure. But yeah, so that's the show. I'm not expecting a super duper long show today. We'll see. We got 2 games to talk about. We already talked about Bill Belichick potentially going to North Carolina. It is official now, so maybe we'll circle and pick that back up. Rams 49ers mini preview. I guess we'll see. And then the Jimmy Butler thing. I'm not. I don't know. We might circle on the Jimmy Butler thing again. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's not real new. I don't know. We'll see because I don't know. It's interesting. Let me say that. It's interesting because my team. I never see my team be in a position like this before, where we have a star player and it's trade rumors around him now. We didn't have trade rumors around LeBron James. We didn't have trade rumors around Dwayne Wade. We didn't have trade rumors around Chris Bosh. And those were the 4 best players to put on a Heat uniform. Well, I'm not including Shaq. But those are the 4 best players to put on the Heat uniform from 2010 on down. I've been a Heat fan since 2004, but we never experienced no shit like this where one of our, if not our best player is in trade rumors. You know, that's just not how the Heat operate. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, bro. Now the Suns are reportedly a team that's to monitor and watch out for. And Bernie, Jimmy's agent, basically was saying, Shams, like you saying bullshit. Like, you know, I'm calling cap. I'm calling cap on that. So then he doubled down on it. I think last night or this morning, and say he 1,000% stand by what he reported. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm honestly not expecting Jimmy to be a Heat next year. Typically, this one thing I know. Typically, when rumors surround, I seen that shit, Wager. Jordan Woods, you're a troll. Typically, when a player, when so many things is being said and rumors and things like that, it typically pans out to be real. You know what I'm saying? It typically pan out to be real. And I'm gonna leave it at that real quick because I don't want to take it to a whole Jimmy thing. Yeah, I got Josiah up here with me, the Knicks fan, and we're gonna go ahead and circle to that game. If anybody wants to come to the stage, it is the pinned message in the YouTube Did I pin it? Okay, yeah, it's the pinned message in the YouTube comments. Feel free to click that link and join the stage. Am I lagging? Oh, I'm not lagging. Josiah was up here. I'm sorry. I lost Josiah. Maybe Josiah circle back. Either way, here nor there. The the first game of the night, I asked everybody towards the end, towards the end of the show on YouTube, I think. Like, yo, I like to ask, like, yo, who y'all got winning? You know, who y'all got winning? We did the power rankings yesterday, and I think the Hawks was winners out of 6 out of the last 7 games. And I remember I told y'all I was giving shout outs to people, and I'm like, I know who the favorite been this season. I know what Peyton Pritchard been doing this season, but look out for DeAndre Hunter when it comes to that 6 man of the year thing. I even made a short yesterday. I think I uploaded a short yesterday talking about DeAndre Hunter. He's averaging like 18 or 19 points off the bench. He only started 2 games this year. And the rest of his games, I want to say 16 games. The rest of the other 15, 16 games that he played was literally off the bench. So that's a legit 18 or 19 points per game off the bench. Literally off the bench. And basically, on the Knicks side of things, I mean, they've been really good. You know, that starting 5, the best in the league offensively. They've been really good together. And I honestly thought that, I still think this. I think they were just a better team than the Knicks, personally. So I thought they was going to get the win. The Hawks, I'm sorry. I thought they was going to get the win last night. I predicted Knicks. I can't remember who else predicted Knicks. I know 11-10 predicted the Hawks. And I can't remember who else predicted the Hawks. I really thought the Knicks were going to win that game yesterday. And Austin Rivers tweeted something that was my exact thoughts last night after the game. And I had said it in playback. I don't know if it's something with the Knicks are going to struggle with, or whatever the case may be. Side comment. But Cade played them about a week and a half ago or so when he said, man, I felt like I was in full control of the game. You know, I think Cade had 29, 10, and 15 that game. And then to Austin Rivers' point is what I said for what Trae did in the second half last night. He tweeted, Trae dominated that game. I don't give a fuck about the box score. The whole game, especially the fourth, was under his spell and controlled by him. And if he would have shot well, they would have won by 20 plus. I think Trae shot, without looking at the box score yet, I'm going to put up the box score and put up the highlight. I think Trae shot 8 for 22. If I'm not, whoa. I'm I'm rapping. Boom. I'm rapping. I didn't even know, bro. My bad. I'm rapping. I didn't even know. Shout out to OG. Shout out to Zamir first and foremost. We continue to climb. We continue to grow. We continue to climb. We continue to grow. All you gotta do is be consistent. Listen, y'all. My bad. Every time somebody be coming about, I get in my preaching bag. All you gotta do is be consistent. You don't gotta put your hand out. You don't gotta beg. You don't gotta try to ride another person's wave. Just be yourself and be consistent. And the real people, the people that's actually authentic, you know what I'm saying? That realness just inside of them, they gonna gravitate towards you. You know what I'm saying? Zamir, for example. Zamir is a real one, bro. Zamir been rocking with facts and stats. Zamir's a day one supporter. He's rocking with facts and stats. Zamir became a YouTube member. Clap it up for my brother. Greatly appreciated, Zamir, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Next. We call him OG. I call him young nigga. But he been rocking with facts and stats since day one. He been rocking with facts and stats since day one as well. Die hard Houston fan. It's still weird to me that he a Rockets fan but then a Cowboys fan. But I don't know. Maybe that's what they do out there. Maybe that's what they do in Texas. I don't know. Like, I don't know nothing about that area, but maybe that's what they do. You're a Rockets fan and a Cowboys fan. Listen, he been rocking with facts and stats since day one. I don't think he's giving game out to anybody willingly, but we had great personal conversations on the phone, through text, and he's always a helping hand, and he just want to see me win. Like, I done told him some real deep shit, and he just want to see me win. You know what I'm saying? So, OG, I appreciate you becoming a member from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Zamir and OG, I didn't even see it. I legit didn't see it. So thank y'all for becoming members, man. Real shit. Yeah, I didn't see it. Okay. All right, y'all. We back. Nah, J-Dub, I don't want to hear, man. Get that shit out of here, J-Dub. If you want to be a Houston Rockets fan, be a Houston Texans fan. If you want to be a Dallas Cowboys fan, be a Dallas Mavericks fan. Jaja is reversed. Jaja's a Dallas Mavericks fan and a Houston Texan fan. And OG is a Houston Rockets fan, but a Dallas Cowboys fan. Again, I don't know. That's what y'all do in Texas. That's what y'all do in Texas, bro. That's Texas. Back to what I was saying, though. Shout out to y'all becoming members. No bullshit. If y'all in here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And then if you want to become a member, it is the link in the description on the YouTube. I always got to say this as well. Yeah, it is the link in the description on the YouTube side of things. You can become a member. You can send, or also you can send super chats or super stickers. It's all just extended support, and I greatly appreciate it. So thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart to all the members, and also everybody that's in here as well. Thank y'all for being here as well. What? Wait, what? Hold on. Let me address some comments real quick. Hold on. You a Heat fan, right? Yeah. I'm a Heat fan, but I'm not walking around. Never mind. I'm a Heat fan, yes, because of Dwayne Wade. Simple put, I'm a Ravens fan because that is my area. Literally, I went to Johns Hopkins Hospital. Look up where that hospital is. I went to Johns Hopkins Hospital a lot of times for one of my surgeries. I'm blessed to be here today. When you go to Johns Hopkins Hospital from where I live, you see the Ravens Stadium on the left side. I was a 4-year-old, 5-year-old kid. I seen that stadium damn near every day. So I chose to become a Ravens fan. I'm not understanding that one. Now to your Kentucky thing. Yes, I did not have a college basketball team. I just used to like watching college basketball. I didn't care to pick up being a Maryland fan. Saw John Wall. Instantly became a Kentucky fan. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Okay, the Georgia thing. Yes, I moved to Georgia in December 2018. I did not have a college football team. And I lived in Georgia for like 5 years. I picked up being a Georgia fan. It's a big thing out there. That's what happened. Be a Wizards fan, nigga? Nah, I was a Dwayne Wade fan. I ain't rock. I like Gilbert, Karan, and Antoine, Eton Thomas, Deshaun Stevenson. Like, I like them. Brendan Haywood, Nick Young when he came. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool, but nah, I was a Dwayne Wade fan. Nothing could top Dwayne Wade. OG and Zamir, greatly appreciate it. Back to the game, though. Make sure y'all liking the video as well, y'all. 13 likes for 44 people in here. Back to the game. I ain't live everywhere. I lived in 3 different states, bro. Don't make it seem like I lived all over. It is a lot of freaking states, and I only lived in 3 of them. But yeah, listen. Shout out to Texas though. Maybe I need to move to Texas. Maybe I can get with how y'all get down over there. You know what I'm saying? Like one side of the, shit. You might as well be a Spurs fan too. That's what y'all do out there. Fuck it. Be a Spurs and a Texas Rangers fan and all that other bullshit. But yeah, I'm from the DMV. I'm blessed to be from the DMV. Ain't nothing better than the DMV. And if you know type of thing. Yeah, man. Like Austin Rivers said. Like I feel like Trae Young, particularly in the second half, dominated and controlled this game. If I had to guess, and I'm going to give y'all the actual facts, but if I had to guess, just top of my head, by the way, Trae Young probably had like 14 points and like 15, 16 points and like 6, 7 assists in the second half alone. Let me pull up the actual facts behind that. Let's just see. And I'm gonna pass it to Josiah while we got Josiah up here, the Knicks fan. What did Trae Young do in the second half of last night's game? I'm also gonna let them highlights roll. Give me 1 second, Josiah. I'm gonna pass it to you, brother. Trae Young in the second half, he had 12 and 9. Okay. I gave him 3 extra points, and I gave him 2 less assists. He had 12 and 9 in the second half. He was 3 for 11, though. I don't care about all that, though. The fact that he had his palm on that game and did whatever he wanted to do, lob passes, whatever he wanted to do, shout out to him. Jalen Johnson's a dog as well. I should have talked about the game first, but I missed the members. Shout out to the members. I missed the members. I had to circle back to that. But I'm gonna let the Knicks fan kick it off first, man. I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling blessed. I've been waking up feeling blessed all weekend, and I picked up 2 new members today. I got Shaggy and Nana to circle back on their memberships today. I mean, this week. I'm feeling good this week. I'm back gaming on TikTok. I had like 30 some people watching me on TikTok yesterday saying, "Where you been at? Been missing you, bro. I thought you stopped gaming." Like, this shit crazy, bro. I'm feeling so blessed. I even went live on TikTok this morning today. Same thing. Same thing. So yeah, man. I mean, we this is a great week for me. Great week for me so far. Hopefully somebody else become a member today, y'all. Don't be afraid to become a member, y'all. Just extend the support. Just showing that y'all really rocking with me. Highlights of the game: 108 Hawks, 100 Knicks. I think the Knicks were up like 14, or what was their biggest?
We
lead
were
this
up
game?
by 12.
12. Okay.
We was up by
Thank you,
12 in the second quarter after the OG and the OB dunk. Then,
Can I make sure? Can I ask you one question real quick?
yeah.
It's something circulating on Twitter. Can you make a promise to me that you would never talk to me like that? Like we good, right? Just like we like
good,
this, right?
yeah. We
Okay.
cool. Like I don't know. Like
Okay,
we cool. We cool. We cool.
Okay.
We cool.
Okay. Because I didn't hear the clip until this morning, but I seen it searched on Twitter yesterday, and you're like, "What's up?" Like, yeah, like what's? I don't need nothing. I got my head. I'm like, oh, so we good. We never gonna get like that, right? We good,
we
right?
cool. We cool, bro. We cool.
Right.
We cool.
Say less. Say less. We good. All right. Say less. Say less. Say less. All right. What's up, bro? 108 to 100. Knicks got the win, man. Talk to me.
This was a.
Hawks got the win.
Yeah, good morning to everybody on stage. Good morning to everybody on listening. This was another game that we could have won against the Hawks. Another winnable game against the Hawks, and we just didn't capitalize. Throughout the first half, the Hawks was missing shots. They was missing a lot of shots. I'm thought, okay, let's get out to a big lead. Let's get out to a big lead. Let's make them pay for missing a lot of open shots. By the second quarter, we were up by as much as 12 points. Then from the third quarter on, from like the second half, the Hawks just dominated. They just legit dominated. This is another impressive win for the Atlanta Hawks against the Celtics, Bucks, Cavaliers, and Knicks so far this season.
Say that again. Say that stat again.
Tween put it into the chat that Atlanta compete on defense. Mm-hmm. Brunson, Cat, OG, Hart, and McCall will all be the fresh
like high 40s. Like nobody was even in 40 minutes. Sometimes you'll see OG. He did pretty fine in that. McBride, Payne, Precious, y'all all
7-14 record against us all time. You're not that guy, buddy.
Wait, but if he go there, what's going to happen though? Like
I said, if he wants to stamp that he's the king of New York, that he runs New York, then go to Dykeman.
But what's so bad about Dykeman? I'm trying to get that point out.
Dykeman isn't bad. Like literally, it's like a summer event.
I know what it is. Okay, so Trae Young go there, then what?
Like just go to just play at Dykeman Park. That's where most of them play at Dykeman Park, where most of the guys be playing at in the summertime. Like go over to New York in the summertime, play at Dykeman, and see what you got.
But don't you think he obviously will cook at Dykeman? Wouldn't he have a good game there?
He would. You might never know.
All right. Yo, I'm gonna circle to this. I'm gonna highlight this message real quick to see what Tween and West got to say. Before I see what Tween and West got to say about the game. John Doe, you're funny, dog. You're so random. An anonymous NBA executive suggests that LeBron James should request a trade to team up with Sacramento, to trade to Sacramento to team up with De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. John, you didn't have to type this, John. Like, come on, bro. Like, why this one, John? Like, why would that even make sense for LeBron to want to go to the Kings? Like, that's just my little quick comment. Jacob Toppin is Obi Toppin brother. Justin. He went to Kentucky. I definitely didn't have to read that. No funny. But yeah, he said go to Dykeman. Like, I'm so confused. I didn't need. If Trae Young think he run New York, go to Dykeman. Like Tween, what's the word, bro? What's the word, bro? What's your thoughts on the game last night with the Hawks winning 108 to 100? All right. Tween is not
Hello?
present. Oh
No.
yeah, what's up? What's up?
Let me start off with this game. I just give a huge credit to Dyson Daniels. He's holding perimeter players on ISOs, 6 of 17 shooting, 2 of 8 from three. You feel me? He's playing some of the best defense in the league. 5 of 15 for Brunson last night. Like, bro, you feel me? 73 steals, 22 blocks. The Jalen Johnson's playmaking took another level up. Dre's been playing like a legit 6 man for that Hawks team. You know, I brought up the 6-1 record, what Josiah was saying earlier. Like this Hawks team, bro, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Like they're a fun watch. They got some dogs on their team. They got some gritty guys. You feel me? They still. I feel like Oneko Okongwu gotta. I still was banking on him to take the next step every year. I feel like we're doing that, but it was other guys that I didn't see emerging, like Jalen Johnson of the world. Like I mean, I knew he was good, but I didn't know he was that good. Even though he was 8 of 20, his defense was amazing last night. You feel me? Him being the low man, certain spots. I think the Hawks defense as a whole, they really limited that Knicks offense. The Knicks had one of the best offenses in the league. If you haven't been paying attention, they've been putting up 118, 120 on a lot of teams. And you feel me? They didn't do that last night. They really got clamped. That half court offense was gritty. They didn't get any leak outs. They didn't get any transition opportunities. They were packing the paint. You feel me? They didn't really allow Brunson to probe and create open shots for OG and Mikal. You feel me? It was a really ugly game for the Knicks. But even though they started early in that first quarter, like they had to start that game. The Knicks did set the tone, but you feel me that it's after that the second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, it wasn't good. Brunson went 2 of 6, 2 of 6 in the second half. That just can't happen from arguably your best player. I don't know where people would have him so far this season. I mean, this was a bad game, but 2 of 6 in the second half when the game was relatively in reach. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, shout out to the Hawks, the Knicks. I mean, I feel like this is a little blip. Like this is a bad game from them. I'm not gonna really take like be recency bias because they do have one of the best offenses. Their net rating, all of that, when their starting lineup is out there, they've been playing relatively very, very good basketball. But that's all about it.
I think you said Brunson was 2 for 6 in the second half. He was two
Yeah,
for eight. He was 2 for 8 to make it
2 of
worse.
8. My bad. 2 of 8. My
Nah,
bad.
you good? Two for 8 to make it worse. OG was 2 for 9 in the second half as well. Cat obviously was in foul trouble. Um, um, you pointed to Dyson Daniels defense. I would have did the same. Risha came in here late. I was going to do the same as well. But shout out to Risha too, by the way. Shout out to Risha. Was good, Mo. I ain't talked to you in a little minute, man. Ravens still is coming up in 9 days. Risha, hope you're ready. Hawks have a 111.7 defensive rating in the last 8 games, performing to the equivalent of a top 10 level defense. Okay.
I remember I used to have talks with people saying you can never put a good defense around Trae. It's always going to be 26 ranked defense. They That chirp has definitely died down.
Yeah, I like it. I like what the Hawks are doing right now. I like the team overall. And most importantly, I like how they run their unit. Like I'm okay with starting Ricochet because I know DeAndre Hunter gonna come off my bench and give me 25 plus minutes and be efficient / effective and space the floor out. So that's good for the Hawks as well. Like I said, DeAndre Hunter is balling his ass off. Is Jalen Johnson an all-star? Interesting question, interesting comment. I think there's 3 new guys, and I don't think they all will make it. But I think there's 3 guys that have never made the All-Star game in the East that probably could make it. And that's obviously Jalen Johnson, Cade Cunningham, and Tyler Hero. So we'll see what happens. Hero said the other day, he would let him make the All-Star games, one of his dreams since he came into the league. he said he know he has the numbers and he's basically playing like it. But at the end of the day, he got to get his votes. He got to get the votes. So we'll see what happens with Tyler Hero. But I think all three of those guys are definitely in consideration for being first time All-Stars this year.
I think it's more about the coaches than the votes. I don't believe he's gonna be a starter, meaning only starters get voted in. So if you're not the Giannis's, you feel me, those type of guys with their big fan bases that are gonna vote you in, you really got to get their love from the coaches.
Okay, that's fair. Whoever subscribed today, thank you, appreciate it. Also, if you are in here, y'all don't forget to like the video. We got 50 people in here watching. When the video has 20 likes, liking the video also helps the algorithm out. Let's see if we can get that to 30 real quick. Also, if you are not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If this is your first time watching, Fact and Stats is a live daily sports show every day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I used to do Sundays as well. Sundays is going to circle back in a couple of weeks with the football playoffs, NFL playoffs starting soon as well. And then some Saturdays with college football playoffs as well. So be on the lookout for that. Wes, you have any words you want to, or anything you want to highlight, point out, any players you want to point disappointed in, shout, whatever the case would be in this game last night with the Hawks advancing to the semifinals against the Bucks on Saturday. I think that's on Saturday.
I mean, I just want to give credit where it's due. Jalen Johnson, DeAndre Hunter, and though I'm not sure I'll ever see Trae Young have another efficient game from the field, shooting wise. He's a good point guard, man. I think myself and others have maligned Trae for the areas in which he struggles, and obviously, like I just pinpointed, his inefficiency, some of his defense at times, etc. But you know, I don't know if it's a what's the guy's name? He was a coach in Utah. I like him, Quinn. I don't know if it's a Quinn thing, right? Because Atkinson is somewhere else. Where's Atkinson?
Kenny Atkinson,
Yeah.
Cavs,
Right. So yeah, I don't know if it's a Snyder thing.
Yeah, right.
Which I've always believed in Quinn Snyder, and I felt like he was a good coach, and I'm glad he's had an opportunity to show it. I'm glad they fixed some of their roster issues. That New Orleans trade was a big, big, big win for them. And it's funny, like when it was made, I had some homies who were like, "Bro, the Hawks are going nowhere. They suck. They're gonna be ass." And I think it was appropriate to feel like, what is the vision? What is the direction? But clearly, they had one, and it is definitely being able to lean on two for sure positive defenders and Dyson and Jalen in the starting lineup. Hunter's a good defender, so you just added some defense, and then also I think you made your offense. You just simplified it. Went back playing Trae ball around Trae. Let Jalen Johnson emerge as your two. Got DeJounte out the way. And for what it's worth, like I said, DeAndre Hunter has been playing his tail off. He's just got to stay healthy. Big, thing for him. It's a tall task, but if he can do that, the Hawks are, not only just looking at a playoff berth, but they're looking at being competitive in the first round and potentially getting out of it, depending on what the matchup is. So, shout out to the Hawks, man. Shout out to the players I shouted out amongst other people on their roster too. It just makes more sense this year. So, credit to their front office.
Not including Boston, because I just heard your last comment. Not including Boston, who do you think the Hawks can't beat in the first round?
Ant.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound crazy because of everything I've said about the Cavs, but I don't know that there's anyone who I feel like they can't beat
Oh shit.
in the East aside from Boston in terms of like they have zero shot. Like I think they have zero shot to beat Boston. Cleveland, I think, is a very, very small chance, but I think they do have a chance to beat Cleveland, as well as Orlando, as well as the Knicks, as well as Miami, as well as Milwaukee. The issue for the Hawks right now though is, they piled up losses. They were stacking losses to start the year. So now they're fighting against underperforming early in the season. Because as it currently stands, they have more wins. In the East, they have the fifth most wins, right? But they're the seventh seed because they have more losses than Miami and Milwaukee. So that's going to be one of their, key tasks. But they can get right. What is it, Friday or Saturday, whenever they play
Yeah, Saturday.
Milwaukee, and if they can hand them an L, they'll dump Milwaukee in the standings and things of that nature. But yeah, I don't think there's anyone who, aside from Boston, who I feel like you can't do it. Um, but it's definitely, I wouldn't favorite. Yeah, I wouldn't make them a favorite in any of these other series. It's just like they, if things break the way that um they could, they may get out the first round.
Okay. Okay. I'm reading some of the comments. My bad. Okay.
They calling me stupid. Let me go look.
Somebody said you bugging. They said hell no. NBA Cup got folks doing a
Process.
lot. Yeah.
Nah, I mean,
That's a bold
I
statement though.
don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't be able to. Somebody said, well, I don't know if John Doe's a real person or not. But yeah, it's not. I don't favor them, but like I said, um, they definitely have enough juice, and we've seen like I don't know how many times we have to see the Hawks be competitive. And I mean, hell, they took 2 games off of Boston. What was it, 2 years ago?
Yeah. I think was
And
that for? Yeah, that was two. That was 2
yeah,
games.
2 years ago. And granted, Boston has gotten better since then, but so have the Hawks. That was a much worse Hawks team. Because I know a lot of people are gonna feel like, well, DeJounte, you have people who are split on DeJounte, I think, where you have some people who felt like, well, DeJounte could still go close the game if need be. And if you put a lot of stock into that, so be it. I'm not mad at you. But I think we're clearly seeing the workings of a better basketball team um now than in the past. And some people may feel like, nah, they're just hot right now. Boom, boom. They still can't really get stops when they need to in the half court and offensively with Trae being so inefficient and Dyson not being a great scorer nor shooter, et cetera, et cetera. Like they'll probably still struggle, and it's fine. Like I don't think that's a bad assessment, but um I think you're lying to me if you think if somebody were to tell me, hey, they have no shot at beating Orlando. I think you're lying. If someone tells me they have no shot at beating Miami, I think they're lying. If someone tells me they have no shot at beating the Knicks, I think they're lying. Like I think these are teams that they can legitimately beat. Chances may be slim. Maybe it's 20% chance, but as long as they have a shot, mm, I think it's worth mentioning.
Fair. Yeah, Bucks. Yeah, not Bucks in Cleveland. Okay, not Bucks in Cleveland. Okay.
I think the Cleveland thing is it is what it is. How do you feel? Do you think they could win any of those series I spoke about?
Series, because like actual series is different. Like I don't think they can beat the Bucks in a series because series when we're gonna see Giannis and Dame, particularly Giannis, just dominate, and especially even Chris Middleton. Not dominate. I'm just saying like probably have some good games in that series, dating back to last postseason, right, where Giannis and Dame were down. But the way they're playing, with the way Damian Johnson is playing this year, is like I don't think there's a way. Well, obviously, like you're basically saying, think it's possible. That's basically what you're saying. But I don't think that the Bucks will lose that series, and I definitely don't think the Cavs will lose that series.
Are
But
you again? I think it's funny because in here, I think everyone in here should know me by now. Like, granted, some new people on YouTube. If you don't know, I'm Wes. I'm a consistent member in here and contributor to the platform. But um, I speak with intent and I say what I mean and I mean what I say. So like when I say there's a possibility they have a chance, there's only one team I don't think they have a chance at beating. I'm not saying that
they're gonna win.
exactly. I'm not saying it's probable. The probability and it being a possible outcome are just two different things. And when it comes to these series, like yes, the Cavs is as good as they are. And the regular season doesn't mean everything, right? But I think the Hawks have shown, hey, the Cavs are a team, especially because we know what their backcourt struggles with at times, which is really good aggressive POAs, and the fact that they have one of those, and then they have athletic wings, they have size, all of the things that we've always like pinpointed as potential issues for their backcourt. The Hawks can do a solid enough job at exposing it at times. And Trae is still capable of doing things at a really, really high level. And his playmaking and facilitation, the way he runs the offense, sets it up, boom. Even with lesser talent offensively, or lesser talented players, excuse me, offensively, he can get more out of guys than maybe we should expect out of them because of how good he is at doing some of the things he does when it comes to creating advantages for his teammates offensively. So all those things said, you know minimal chance, but it's definitely a chance. We can move it on, man.
Yeah,
Listen,
I think the chat basically. I hear you because I'm on the stage. Not saying they don't hear you, but I hear you. But I think at the end of the day, we all probably because they'll probably if they were up here, they'll probably say the same thing that you're saying. You're basically saying that it's a chance, and they're basically saying, well, yeah, you can think it's a chance, but it's not likely. That's basically what they're saying. So at the end of the day, I think, and you're not saying it's likely either. You're just saying it's a chance. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically the same thing.
yeah,
So
against the Cavs and Bucks, it's not likely.
What's not
yeah.
like?
The West said, how you feel about this, Twin? West said that. Well, I'll let him say. He's right there. Like I don't. Well, basically, he said that there's only one team that he feel like the Hawks can beat in a series out east, and that's Boston. Anything else is basically possible,
You
but
mean?
not saying it's likely, but he said it's possible. Yeah, it can't be.
Okay, okay. I'm not gonna hold you. I think there's a couple tough matchups, especially like I don't know how I feel about if Orlando's healthy. Like I feel like they have the pieces that can out defense them out. It's like tougher matchups in the series. Like Suggs on Trae. Then you feel me? Then you got Anthony Black. You got Wendell Carter. It's just I don't know how I feel about an Orlando matchup for them.
What's up, process? What you have to say,
No,
man?
Trae Young is not back in top 20 talks. There's still
No,
20
nothing. I was
players
just
in
coming up
there.
here because I figured you were going to go to the next game. But I mean, the Hawks, yeah, I understand what Wes is saying. He'd probably pick the other teams in most of the
Yeah,
series, saying they have a
yeah.
chance. But I don't think they got a chance against the Bucks. I don't think they'd have a chance against Cleveland. And if somehow they do fucking win those series, if they play them, it's a catastrophe for those other teams, especially the Bucks. And if Cleveland is playing this good in the regular season, they got that one seed. They're starting to click, and they lose to the Hawks. It's just a disgrace. It's like 2021 Sixers, dog. You can't fucking lose to that team. The fuck is that?
What if y'all lose to the Hawks this year in the playoffs
I'll
or
be
play-in?
fucking sick. I don't want to mention my team because I don't know where the fuck we're gonna end up. But if we end up in the playoffs and we lose to Atlanta, I'm gonna be pissed, bro. We should not lose that series.
No, that's a bad take.
No, it's not a bad
I,
take. We shouldn't lose that series, dog. Do you know who's on our fucking
how,
team?
how about the
What
Knicks
the
last year?
fuck?
Did y'all believe y'all could beat the Knicks last year?
Yes,
That's the problem. You keep believing
that's
that's
the
not
problem. We lost the series by 1 point in total
bro.
points
That's
and
it.
everything.
That's it, bro. Y'all by like 8 and with like 2 minutes to go and Kenzo Brunson back to back. Come on, bro.
Is he breaking up or is that me?
Sort of. It's like a little in and out.
Yeah. I don't know, but no, the Hawks are a solid team.
Back to back
They
3.
got a nice young core over there with Johnson and Daniels and Trae playing the way he's playing now, and Hunter, like Wes said, and then you have the a Bogey's a vet over there and he's playing well, and they got a good coach. They shouldn't beat those teams. They shouldn't. The Sixers shouldn't lose to the Bucks, bro. And I'm not trying to say the Bucks are bad. I'm just saying what the Sixers have built, the players they have on that team, they shouldn't fucking lose. They shouldn't. Yeah, can they? Yeah, they can. I'm not putting the Sixers in the category where the Hawks can beat them. Yeah, for sure, because who the fuck knows with us? But they shouldn't. Are you kidding? Fuck that. We're
Yo,
not supposed
but
to lose to them.
process. What? I'm reading a comment that says PG, Maxi, Oubre, and B and Yabu. We not losing with that foundation. Foundation?
Well, I mean, our foundation would be Maxey, McCain, and them guys and shit like that. But like our core team, yeah, bro, our starting 5 in the playoffs is probably going to be Maxey, McCain, I would say maybe if he keeps playing like this, but what's his name likes to go to other pieces and have McCain come off the bench. Like you got Maxey, let's just say Martin, Yabu, Paul George, and Embiid. That those fucking players should not lose to the Hawks. Like those guys don't have experience like us. Those guys don't have the names. And I know you say, "Oh, it's just names. It's just names." Bro, we have Joel Embiid. We have Paul George and Tyrese Maxey. What the flying fuck are we talking about here? We should not lose to that young, inexperienced Hawks team. We just shouldn't. You not agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think y'all should win that shit. Yeah, I think I should. I was just saying like his comment. He threw in Yabu in there. Like we put Yabu Selly, that much respect on Yabu Selly and
He's having an
like,
awesome year. He's having an awesome year, like what he's been doing for us. But I mean, just because he's playing well, that's why he threw him in there.
Okay. All right, man.
He's having a really good season. I mean, he's been playing like all over the court, like every different position that they've thrown him in. When Drummond was out, he had to play the 5. When Drummond's in, he plays the 4. When Embiid's on the court, he plays with them. He's been doing everything for us. So he's been a solid piece that we picked up. But no, the Sixers should not lose to that fucking team. What the hell?
Okay.
I understand what Tween's saying, but it shouldn't happen. No, none of those upper echelon teams in the East should lose to the Hawks right now. They're building. They're another step away. That's it. That's why I said to you yesterday, if Jimmy would go, would Jimmy go there? You said no, but if they're a piece away from being really good.
Yeah, but Jimmy reported wants to play on a contender. Like he's not going to be the Hawks.
Yeah. Did you see the report this morning though about the Nets? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, but the Knicks are linked to freaking every single body. The Knicks. The Knicks.
You ain't fucking play. You want to play for a contender? You ain't playing next to Ben Simmons again. That's for goddamn.
I mean,
no, that wasn't via trade though. That was free. That was more so like free agency if he hit the market. Yeah, that's different.
But at the end, if we being honest with Jimmy, he just wants to get paid. Like I don't think he really cares what situation he plays. Yeah, he would favor a situation that's competitive, but he's also
if he didn't care about the situation, he'll go to Brooklyn.
No, but he's also trying to maximize his earnings. You got to look at it both ways. He would prefer to go to a good team, but what if that good team is not in the marketplace? What if?
Man, I know the Heat would love to acquire Dennis Schroeder and Cam Johnson for Jimmy. Boy, that's interesting.
Now that would actually be nasty for them.
I would love.
The Nets won't do that though. The Nets not gonna do that. The Nets.
Obviously, I'm just saying that because BJ said what he said.
Oh, okay.
If he didn't care, he would go to Brooklyn. But nah, it's funny. His agent is a funny dude, man. Like I don't get what guys gain from giving information out and then being mad at it being released to the public, so then denying it. Like, nigga, if you want to leave and you have destinations, but you just wanted the optics, we want to keep it behind closed doors, and no, man, like, don't try to make
That's
other
how
people look bad.
that's how I feel about it. I think this is I think because granted, it's not getting reported for no reason. I muted you real quick, process. I mute whenever. It's not getting reported for no reason. I definitely think his agent, like Jimmy and his agent, communicated some things, some teams, whatever the case may be. It got to Shams, and then he reported it, and now he's basically trying to call cap on it. But I just don't think that's true. Like, I think that they're just trying to do like what's just said, everything low key, make it quiet, not making a scene about it, not, you know what I'm saying, like just keeping it low key. That's all it is. I definitely think Jimmy is no way. I don't think Jimmy's gonna be on a Miami Heat uniform next year. No way possible, in my opinion. At the moment, that's how I
His
feel
ass
about
is
it.
getting moved before the deadline.
But Ev, I asked this because the most recent report was he's more interested in or at least he has interest in the Phoenix Suns. How can the Phoenix Suns make that offer?
Well,
The only way they could do it is Beal.
But Beal has a no trade clause, and I don't think Beal would do that.
Suns reporter that I trust and that I follow, after that report, tweeted that the Suns have no interest in breaking up their big three, which is Bill, Booker, and KD. They're 12-1 together, so they want to really ride that out and go into the playoffs with them three. Obviously, if they were to make it happen, with both teams being over the apron, 1 second, 1 first, whatever, they would have to trade Bill, Booker, or KD, which now we know is not going to happen. So I really don't even want to circle on the Suns too much, to be honest, because it's just literally not going to happen.
Here's a good segue for you into the next game. The team that we saw win last night could use them because they're a legit team that could make a little bit noise right now, and if he's there for the next couple of years in Houston, they could be considered.
Bro, you want Jimmy's career to end?
Process.
OG don't want him. No, that's a good spot. I like
No,
it.
it's
What do you
not,
mean?
bro.
Okay, I want y'all to really. Okay.
You can't take Rockets fans seriously.
They don't got no-
Tween. Cook up the trade machine. What is
I'd
it
love
going
to
to
see
take to
this
break Jimmy
Sengun
to
slander
you?
today.
Shit, I got you. Let me
No,
Cook up the trade machine, Tween.
process.
It's gonna take-
I'm about to just show
OG.
you why that's a dumbass fit.
Process. OG don't want him. I actually, after me personally watching that game, I have not
I
watched the full watch.
understand.
I haven't. Oh, go ahead.
OG said nah because of age. Process.
Yeah, and I get
Injury
that,
history.
but the window is shortened in these leagues, man. Like if you have a chance, like you might as well fucking strike while the iron's hot.
Window haven't even
Whoa,
opened
whoa!
yet.
They don't have no chance.
We
Though. What do
don't.
you mean?
Our window ain't even. Our window
Yeah,
is
they
just
don't.
cracked.
The
No,
window
I
ain't
know,
started
but
for them yet.
no. The problem is it doesn't look like as good as you think Sengun is, and I troll with these guys talking about how he is good.
I know where you're going. I'll cut you
never
off
gonna
so we
be
can save time.
right. He's
Yes,
never
I
gonna
know
be a
we
number
need a
one.
bona fide one. I get it.
Right.
But I'm not real. I'm not ready to. I'm not ready to throw it at a 35-year-old dude.
Yeah, but you're not gonna.
I'm not.
It's not like you're risking the future. What the fuck are you gonna trade for Jimmy Butler? Honestly,
The
it's not
It
like.
doesn't matter. What is Jimmy Butler going to do for me between this year and next year?
How do you know if you sign him for the next? It's probably going to be like a 2-year deal. So this year, next year, and the year after. How do you know you can't win in that time frame?
Yeah, you're fucking stupid.
Man, we too far, bro.
Yo,
You
I
gotta.
gotta
That's
catch up. I
grown.
gotta
Y'all,
catch up.
I don't know where y'all think.
So process.
Hold on,
Let me ask you
I don't
this,
know
right?
where y'all grew up
Wait
and
a
where
minute.
y'all think you just
You
just automatically become a playoff team, and then once you become a playoff team, now you're a contender.
No, hold on.
It's growing pains we got to go through either way, and Jimmy can't just because Jimmy's here, it's not gonna circumvent them growing pains. We got growing pains we got to go through.
I get
We're
it, but
not
you
going to be a
think that
championship team this year, next year, or the year after that. We're not. So putting Jimmy on this team this year ain't gonna do shit.
so.
It sounds like OG don't want to skip steps process. He want the rebuild to go like how he
I'm not
want it to
trying
go.
to skip
Oh,
steps.
I'm all for getting somebody else. I'm okay.
I'm not
I know
trying
everybody
to
can't
skip.
go. I don't want 35-year-old Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm not trying to skip steps. This is the way the NBA works. I'm just talking about from if you look at past experience. You yourself said you're winning the fucking first round of the playoffs, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You said it. The way your team is constructed right now, you're going to win your first round series in the playoffs.
They can do
That's
that.
what I believe. Yes.
Okay. If you get Jimmy Butler, you can't potentially win another series
I don't know if
this
he
year.
plays. If the nigga ain't hurt, I don't know if he's gonna be
We
healthy.
literally said that point.
Time the fuck out. You can't say if he plays.
Man,
If you
I
think
don't
that
have time to be. No, I'm not. I'm not about to throw that
no,
caveat
that
into
matters,
my
dog.
rebuild. I don't want to throw that shit in there, man. I don't want no. I don't want nobody that's 35 years old. Fuck it. Y'all can
Okay,
take that shit. I don't
forget
give a
that.
fuck.
No,
I
forget
don't
all
want
that.
that.
I understand
No.
why. Just listen to me for 1 second. I understand you don't fucking want that guy. I'm not trying to say, yeah, go get him, go get him. I'm just saying it fits. What you're saying, though, doesn't make a lot of sense. You're saying that you think that this team can win in the first round. Say you stay pat at the top 3 seed or top 4 seed in the West. You're going to win your first round series. In the second round, you play a team like Memphis. You play a team like Minnesota, whoever the fuck it is.
Why y'all trying to find a destination for this nigga down south? We don't
Bro,
need
can
him.
you just
Send him
listen?
somewhere else. Y'all
Bro,
trying to
Say
put
it,
him on my
man.
team
Say it,
for?
these
Bro,
folks,
you're not
OG.
making any
Shit.
sense. Bro, you're not making any sense real quick.
I
OG.
don't want a 35-year-old dude. If you
Just
want to give me
fucking
another younger dude, come on
OG,
with it. I don't want 35-year-old Jimmy.
OG.
No.
I get what you're saying, bro. I'm just trying to explain something to you. If you think if you think that this team can win the first round series with Jimmy Butler, it gives them a hell of a better chance to win the second round series. That means you're in the fucking Western Conference Finals. Your first year in the playoffs with this team. All I'm saying is if you can get to the West, if you believe you can win one series with the team you have now, that fucking means you think you can win another series if Butler's on this fucking team.
I think this is what I think. I think that Jimmy will do some. If Jimmy came over here and Jimmy was healthy, yeah, Jimmy would have. But there's 8 or 9 dudes on this team, probably more than that, 12. If you take out Steven Adams, if you take out Jeff Green, and all them old niggas, it's a whole bunch of dudes that ain't never sniffed the playoffs. So it
I
don't matter
know.
if Jimmy's here or not.
Yeah,
When
but
they
you
get
don't
in the
make any
playoffs,
sense
there's
thinking they
gonna
can
be
win the
growing
first.
pains. So
Yeah,
Jimmy can't do shit about them
you
growing pains
understand how
that
you
the team
sound.
is gonna have to endure.
But you sound like you
Man,
understand.
I don't know. Let's talk about something else, bro. I
You
don't want
sound
Jimmy.
hypocrite.
I'm
No,
not,
but
man. Okay,
no,
put
this
him
is
back
the
on your
problem.
team,
OG,
nigga.
OG,
You
you
need him
sound
more
like
than I do. Shit,
OG.
he'll
You
help you
sound
more than he'll help us.
OG.
Shit.
You sound hypocritical then, because you're saying they need to go through
Man, I'm
growing
not
pains.
finna argue with you for 30 more minutes
No,
about this
you
shit,
sound
man.
hypocritical. What
Bruh.
what you're saying is crazy because you're saying they ain't got to go through growing pains. We got a bunch of people that are inexperienced besides the old guys, but you stamp that they're going to win the first round series.
Man, you want me to waste my motherfucking money on something that ain't gonna get me to
I'm
ultimately
not,
where
bro.
I want to
Why
go,
do you
which is
keep
winning the
bringing that?
fucking championship.
Bro,
It's gonna be growing pains that this team gotta endure. Let me endure that shit. If you want to give me a young but
I
somebody that's on the cusp, I'm
understand.
all for it. Don't give me
OG, I
35-year-old
am
Jimmy because
not,
I win one more series,
bro.
one
I
more
feel like you're not.
playoff series. Fuck all
I,
that, man.
I swear
Shit.
to God, I feel like you're not listening at all, bro. I understand
I'm
what you're saying.
probably not. I got
You're
one ear in and
not.
one
I'm
ear
just
out.
telling.
That shit, because I don't even want to hear the shit, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, you just sound hypocritical. You're talking
I
about
don't.
growing pains, but you're stamping your team to win the first round of the playoffs. So don't fucking talk out of both
And
sides of
that's
your
when the
fucking
growing
mouth.
pains gonna rear their ugly motherfucking
Process.
head,
That's
and we
bruh,
probably gonna get
process
back.
after the first round. That's when growing
Damn.
pains show up, bro. You know
Bro,
that.
what do you mean after the first round? He's
That
talking
is
about
when they
growing
show
pains,
up.
but
A
he's
young a
stamping they're
young
going to win a
basketball
first round series.
team can win a first round series, bro.
Yes.
That second round is when shit get for real.
That's
You
when it
know
get
that.
real, and that's when we gonna have, and that's when
And
we gotta go through that.
that's
And
what
once we
OG that's
go
what
through it,
OG
we'll grow
saying.
and learn from
You
it.
guys sound
That
fucking crazy.
motherfucking
In the
old ass
first
nigga on
round,
my
they could
team,
play this
man.
team like the fucking
Shit. And I
Mavs.
like Jimmy.
Bro,
Shit.
in the first
You
round, they
making
could
me
play
not like the nigga. Shit.
bro, in the first round, they could play a team like the Mavs, and he's stamping them to win the first round series. So shut the fuck up with this growing pain.
Doing all that
Man,
rebuilding just
Yeah,
to
and
get your
niggas want
big
me to take
fish
your
in
second best
Jimmy
player is
Butler
fucking Jalen
would be
Green.
that's
the
what
I
I'm
don't give
biggest
a
I ain't
saying.
fuck.
gonna
Yeah,
lie,
we
would
wasting
be
Process.
the
all this
He went
money
biggest
out
to
and
find, and
malpractice
we gonna
in
spend all this
went
NBA
and got
money
history, and
a
they
on
should
Jimmy
fire
Butler.
that
$1.3
GM
billion
on the
for a
Fuck
spot.
out of here,
35-year-old
man.
Jimmy Butler.
If
Don't look
you
at it.
wasted draft capital and
For a
years of
35-year-old is
rebuilding for
crazy.
Jimmy fucking Butler, you
It's
should be
not,
Fuck
fired as a
out of
general
here.
bro.
manager.
It's not.
It's that
Oh my
simple.
God, you guys act like Jimmy
It's
Bro,
that
Butler.
simple.
he thinks Dylan Brooks and Lawndale is a fucking draft capital. What are we
Yeah,
doing? What are we
bro.
talking
It's
about?
not gonna
And
cost you a
assets.
lot to get.
Fuck it. Cool.
Them
Bro,
Assets,
niggas is
draft
ass,
picks,
bro.
whatever.
bro, it's not
Jimmy
gonna.
is
Bro,
a top
so you
25
think that
player.
he's just gonna take some
Whoa.
unusable players
Yeah, you,
for
you
Jimmy
No,
think that
they'll
Butler?
Heat's are going
take
to take scrubs
players
in them?
back, but it's not like they're
When
gonna
the
take
Warriors
back
can give a
their
better
broken.
offer,
Yeah,
speak on that too.
give us fucking
What
Dylan
better
Brooks
offer
and
do they
fucking
have?
whoever's at the back of your bench for fucking Jimmy Butler.
Whatever.
Yeah, okay.
You want to go get the big fish in a couple of years? Guess what? It's gonna cost you a lot more than what the fuck Butler's gonna cost you right
And
And
they
now.
guess
can
what?
handle
And you
that.
know their
Okay,
I
so
roster is
believe in
gonna be
what?
them.
way better than what the fuck it is. You know
So
that, right?
what?
So
Shit.
Those
go
players
ahead.
are
I'm
gonna be
just
developed
saying.
in 2 years. You know that, right?
Yeah,
What?
that's what I'm saying.
The
You
players are
can't
gonna be
circumvent the
developed in
fucking
2 years. You
process.
know that, right?
It sound like you want them to
Players are gonna
give
be
up on their young
developed in
talent.
2 years. I bet you they were saying that 2 years ago about Jalen Green. Is he fucking developed yet?
He looks way
Man,
better than
this
what
a
he was two
non-issue,
years
man.
ago.
Don't nobody
Fuck
want
out of
Jimmy,
here,
man.
dog.
And don't
Yeah.
He
nobody
looked
want
better than he
Jimmy
was
around
two
here,
years
man.
So
Whatever, bro.
We appreciate
I
it.
I hope
Jabari
you're
Smith
right,
got an
OG.
opportunity
I hope you're
yesterday.
right, but you
He
don't
got
want
the
to.
shots up. Look what happened.
You just don't
I
want to
don't
waste
know why you think
opportunities.
Jimmy
That's
Butler
all.
gonna come in and change Houston. That shit not gonna
Jimmy
put
not
them
gonna
that
come
where
in and
you.
change that
Nah,
shit,
bro. He
dude.
not gonna come in and change that much. He not gonna change that
Oh
much
my
He
right
God!
not gonna go.
Now
He
Jimmy
not gonna
Butler's
go to
some
Houston
fucking
Yo,
and then
regular.
automatically becoming title favorite. Shit don't happen like that.
now. All right, whatever.
Jimmy
Man,
Butler.
yo, we about to circle. We about to circle to the game now. If you are in here, y'all don't forget to like the video. Got 28 likes on the video with 57 people in here watching right now. If you are new in here, you're watching. The show is live every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday, right here on YouTube. So make sure you all subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And also, if you want to become a member, you see a lot of people name in the chat that's green. Feel free to become a member as well. Growing on that side of things as well. We have 30 plus members on the YouTube side. To become a member is literally the link in the description. You can join on your phone. It's the link in the description on the video. And keep supporting. Y'all greatly appreciate it. Keep supporting. Greatly appreciate it. Now to the game. That's some extra Jimmy Butler talks. That probably could have came up after the game, but it is what it is. I picked the Rockets to win this one. 91-90. They got the win. Honestly, bro, it looked like they was gonna lose. I think they went down like 7 points with 2 minutes to go, 7-9 with like 2 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go. And then Fred hit a big three. I made it 6, I want to say. And everything else just happened. We all know how that game ended. Oops, my bad. I did not mean to do that. The Rockets got the win. We'll put up the box score real quick. After the box score, I'm immediately put the highlights on the screen, and we're gonna hear what OG got to say about the game and anybody else. Curry was 8 for 17 with 19 points. Kaminga had 20. Buddy had 15. Buddy had was that the third quarter? Buddy was sparking. I think that was the third or fourth. Yeah, third or fourth. Buddy was third. Buddy was sparking. Buddy had a good game to me. On the Rocket side of things, Sengun overall was good in this one, 26-11 and 5 with 3 steals. Shit. After that, bro, really just to highlight and Tari and then Jabari. And after that, I don't even want to speak to Fred or Jalen Green or even Dylan Brooks for nothing bad to say about Dylan Brooks though. The Warriors, the Rockets struggled with guarding the Warriors off ball movement, screen action. If y'all notice, if you pay attention to that game, they made it a point of emphasis to attack Sengun in that aspect. They were running 2 screens off ball, whether it was for Buddy or Curry. And then whoever the last man that was setting the screen, it was the man that Sengun was guarding. And soon as Sengun, I said soon. Sengun is not a guy that's going to be on the screens high. So they got a couple of threes with that. So Ime, smart as a coach, was rotating Sengun out the game sometimes in that fourth period and put Jabari at the 5. And going with it like that to switch a little better. The Warriors were still taking advantage of that. They still had a lot of good success, particularly in the second half with this. With that, the Rockets also looked like they were struggling, man, to get a bucket, man, in that game, man. Draymond played some good defense late on Sengun. Jalen Green was sitting on the bench probably up until like the last minute or two of the game. When he needed some more offense, he may realize that, like, yeah, we need to get another guy on the court. Not gonna try to score for us. And yeah, man, I really want to point out. I really want to point out that it's good for the Rockets to win. And you can see their excitement, at the end of that game, winning that game. They have beat the Warriors like the last 15, 16 times. So that was big for them. And yeah, man, that's it. We're gonna pass it to OG.
Bunch of little ass kids.
We're gonna pass it to OG and see what OG got to say about the game.
Happy about going to Vegas.
You wasn't hating that nigga, BJ. God.
This man, OG,
Talk your
man.
shit, OG. They got the Oilers hat on. What the shirt on?
And look how champ this
Talk
nigga.
your
Look
shit,
how lame this
OG.
nigga is, right? Look how lame this
Nah,
nigga is.
OG funny as
He's
shit.
sitting at his table right
OG.
now with a Rockets hat
OG.
and a fucking Oilers hat on. Look how lame this nigga is, bro.
Yes, sir, OG. No cap.
I ain't shaved my shit, so I
Yeah.
put a hat on. I know some questions about where
OG, I ain't
lines
gonna lie.
was earlier.
You
I know
gotta put
Ed
the
was in here
brand in your
talking
hat. You
crazy
gotta put the
about
brand in your hat, though.
what a nigga line. I don't understand how he got to Dallas. He live in Dallas and he got Houston. Nigga, you see this here, nigga? This what I was born and raised on, nigga. You see that? You see that all well, nigga? Houston Oilers, nigga. That's what I grew up on. This what I grew up on, nigga. Now,
Man.
turn the motherfucking camera off, nigga. You niggas might see something you ain't supposed to see. Now, let me get to talking. Say, last 3 minutes. I done watched it 5 times already. I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, you talked about the Warriors getting buckets in that second half. They didn't get too many in that motherfucking last 3 minutes, nigga. 9-1 run in the last 3 minutes. Matter of fact, the niggas ain't scoring the last 3 minutes. Last 3 minutes. So when I talk about my team being a good defensive team, nigga, I bet you can't say your team can shut a team down.
Money
I so
back,
appreciate
man.
that, man. Damn, I needed that
I
nigga.
can't. I
You a
can't.
good
I
nigga,
dare
man.
this nigga to jump out there on Saturday. I want you to jump out there. I want you to
Who?
jump out
OG,
there.
I promise you, I had a tweet that up, right? And we can talk shit about Sengun and throws up some bullshit airball layup, right? That's at 2:39. At 2 minutes.
I want to give anybody else
Tari,
anybody.
Tari,
Oh,
don't.
sorry, men and Tori.
Yup.
I'm sorry.
Bro,
Yeah, men and
Tari,
Tori.
bro, I can't look. Tari did good things defensively, bro. Tari was such a black hole offensively at times last night, bro. Giving him a shout out feels ill-timed. I
But
Yeah, but
that
can't
corner
we
like.
lean on
three.
his defense more. We lean on
I
his defense more.
understand,
But
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 it didn't mean
Wes,
his offense didn't hurt you at times last night. He did some really bad things.
the corner three with 7 minutes to go to cut
All
the
right,
lead.
bro. I
Cut
get
the
it.
lead
He's
to
a role
5.
player. It's cool. It's
That
cool.
was the
He's a role
all bench
player. It's
lineup.
cool.
My biggest
No, it's
issue with
cool.
It's
him
just a
last
low.
night.
It's just. I think they just probably saying it's a stupid low ball for Ty, like offensively.
My biggest issue with him last night was he was the one. I know Ed, but somebody was talking about losing Buddy or something. That was on Tari on a couple of them possessions. He lost sight trying to make sure he was in help and peeking inside, looking all that. Next thing you know, Buddy slipping and Buddy wide open shooting a three. If you know you guarding a dude like that, not only a dude that can shoot, but a dude that can shoot, and he done made a couple, you don't need to pay a whole lot of attention to a whole lot of other shit. You need to make sure your team know that. Say, I'm not helping, I'm not doing none of this shit. I'm checking him right here. I'm staying in this nigga's shirt. So a lot of that was the biggest problem I had with Tari in particular last night. It was him losing sight of on the defensive side of the ball. But another couple of things. Jalen Green, this nigga here, he had 10 points last night. I'm not finna shit on it. I know y'all think that's where I'm going. But with that being said, when that nigga came back in the game, he could have easily pouted. He could have easily just said, fuck it, man, I'm just gonna sit here and sulk. I'm not getting on that ground. I'm not finna do that. Fuck all that. But that nigga got on that ground, got the loose ball, and then made the 2 free throws. So when y'all be talking about true shooting percentage and the nigga was terrible, all that, I give you all that. But see, for me, I swear it matters to me what you do in that last 5, bro. It matters to me. And what that nigga did in that last minute, in spite of how shitty he was the rest of the game, bro, come on, man. Come on, man. And he didn't have to do that. He could have easily sulked and been away from the ball, not diving on the floor. That was a straight up hustle play. Now, we can talk about should the ref that called it. If you want to ask me, was that a good call by the ref? Yes, it was a foul. But at the same time, if I'm a ref, don't blow that whistle right there at that point in time. Let us decide the game. So I get why Steve was mad, but at the same time, yes, it was a foul. But I don't really get into refs. Because like I say, that shit evens out. If it don't even out this game, it'll even out next game or sometime throughout this year. So I'm not tripping about that. But that's all I got to say, man. I'm ecstatic about my team. Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be tough for us to beat Oklahoma City, especially a second time in about a 2-week stretch. I know how good they are. I respect the shit out of them. But come on, man, let's fight. I don't give a damn. Let's fight, nigga. If you beat me, I'm gonna get back up and we're gonna fight again. So that's what it is for me, man. I'm ecstatic. Nick can't piss me off today. I feel good.
Hey, OG, I got one thing. Well, really,
What's up, Byron?
One thing for sure. I ain't gonna lie. One takeaway I did take from that game, I mean, you shouted them out, so shout out to you. Because you've been hard on the nigga, which rightfully so, because you've been kind of hit or miss. But long term, this one nigga y'all can't give up on. And that's Jabari. You can't get. I don't think y'all give up on Jabari.
Yeah, and I think he's the E-May guy too. I think.
Yeah, you could tell him like I wouldn't say he was calling them, but you could tell a few times like it was just like, hey, he was like E-May was sticking close to him, reeling them in on the sideline. And from a coach's standpoint, it's just a couple cats, you might gotta do that with, to get the most out of them. But now in terms of like a creative standpoint, it was a couple shots down the stretch. I mean, outside his like spot up, like he just hit a couple like big mid-range down the stretch. And with his size, it's just certain stuff you can't teach. I mean, respect to Jalen, but he's still 6'3", 6'4". Like, Jabari got the potential in terms of like self-creating.
You talk about that shot. You talk about one of them shots he got to the. He was at the elbow.
Yeah,
when they went zone.
Yeah,
They went zone. He gave it to him at the high post.
Yep.
And he raised up. Yeah.
Rose up. So
that's his game right there.
And that's his game. That's what you draft him for. That's what he did. And like that's the type shit he was doing at Auburn. So it's like it's at 6'10". That's just certain stuff you can't teach. And he already got a certain knack defensively, so that fit in with y'all culture. So at the end of the day, man, that was one of my takeaways. I'm like, man, they can't give up on Bar.
Yeah, I think one thing he's done here recently is he's committed to start doing just the other shit, right? And not just holistically
Oh
just
yeah, for
waiting on the
sure.
offense to show up. And if the offense don't show, then I just ain't gonna be shit today. So he's starting to do a lot of the other things even when he's not scoring. But I second your point. He is some
Yeah,
big time buckets. And yes, that when they went zone and we threw it to him at the high post and he turned around and raised up, I think it was over Podzimski, whoever it was just a shorter nigga. Yeah,
yeah.
if he can, yeah, he's playing good basketball. I don't have no arguments with what he's doing right now, not at all. And so, yeah, like I say, if he can commit to just even if you're not scoring, bruh,
Yeah.
just do the other shit. Just do the other shit, right? And
Nah,
I
for
think he's
sure.
starting to do that now. So yeah, I don't have a an argument against that, by. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Got my all the shit on with my
You're not
Rockets.
feeling that good because you still ducking bets. I'm
What
knowing
you
who
talking
you
about,
are for
Wes?
real.
What you talking about, Wes?
I'm knowing who you are for real. You ain't trying to see no action for our game,
They ain't
but
say you really trying to
Who?
put no money down.
Hey, Goods, y'all the only two, cause y'all the two diehard OKC fans. I'm not giving nobody else who's trying to rotate some money.
150,
But I
Now
150,
hold
do.
on. I
already,
ain't I
150.
ain't
man.
hear none
Nah,
of
nah,
that
I'm
fuck
too
that,
hitting
though.
fuck
You
that.
already
phones
took
with
my
you
150
money.
OG,
today.
OG,
I'm hitting your
150
phone
OG,
You can't
today.
take
150,
my money and run off like that. Hold on,
I
But
ain't
Trae.
gonna
look,
lie.
I
OG,
didn't
Stop
take
right
your
there.
money.
150.
but
Hey,
look,
I
as for the
needed that too,
game,
Lo. Nigga was in a bind, man. Boy, I was boy shop. Nigga, you came out right on time, boy.
Oh yeah.
God.
Oh, I like. Bro, I learned when you talk. When you happy, you nice and confident. Just let me get in on that OKC gamble too. That's all I ask.
OG, 150. Hello.
nah, leaders for the OKC fans, man. The
Wes is
Spurs and
good.
Golden
All y'all
State
gotta do is
fans,
shoot me a DM and
yeah.
we come on with it. We
Oh,
can
I'm gonna
place
hit your
that bet.
phone for sure. But
All right.
OG,
for the
150.
game, for the game, I do want to give credit to the Rockets. Um, it's everything that their fans have been saying this year, especially OG, with being able to hang their hat on something has having an identity and truly playing into it. And it's weird because at times watching games, I get frustrated with some of the substitution patterns, and it's like, my gosh, can you put the guys who are supposed to be the guys back in the game at some point? Like, don't wait to the 3 minute mark or the 4 minute mark or 4.5 for Sengun. Like some of the things that happens, but I think, I gotta give credit where it's due. I think Ime knows when to pull the string, when to push this button, when to push that button. And he rode the second unit, rode some of the bench guys um long enough to get them within striking distance and then let his guys go close it. And made all the right calls. It was a really, really like ugly game. I felt like the officiating was poor on both sides. And for a young team, like a team like the Warriors with vets, people who've been there, obviously you have champions on your roster, championship coach, et cetera, just all down the line. I think it's easier for them to deal with things like that. For the Rockets to be in a game where officiating isn't great, obviously shot offense isn't hitting on much for either team, and it's a ugly, just gritty, gutted out game. For them as a young team to stay in that game, stay poised, and go close the deal, and really like stalk their prey after having the lead, giving it up, and then stalking their prey and going to capitalize. um, I gotta give him credit, man. Sengun was major in so many ways. Um, and also for Sengun, I want to give him credit because obviously offensively he was good. But in the third quarter defensively, I felt like the Warriors really found something hunting him, and it didn't take him out the game. Like even when he sat for an extended stretch of basketball that I think otherwise could throw some people off of their pivot. As soon as he got back in the game, it's like he adjusted, and the intensity and the fight was there, and he made plays defense. Like he got right back in the game, scored, and then got a steal. Got a defense like his first two plays coming back in the game around like the 5 minute mark was a bucket and a steal defensively. And it's just good to see that from young guys to know that they're tough mentally. Like they don't get played out of position. and they stay in games. And also credit to JG, credit to even Fred. Fred hit a big three last night after being bad. He hit a really pivotal three. Tari hit a big three as well in the fourth quarter when their offense was sputtering to actually, just get points on the board. All up and down the line, Jabari did huge things and really timely things all night. Amin with, amazing defensive play after amazing defensive play. It was interesting to see, man. That's why I can't fathom not. We'll get to that, I'm sure, because I know more people want to speak on the game, but I can't fathom not welcoming Jimmy. Because my God, I just y'all know I talk a lot of shit about the Rockets, but if Jimmy was if he was on this team, I would definitely look at your ceiling way differently with what could be accomplished this year. Because, and not saying he's your biggest need, but it may be sacrilegious, and I could be wrong. Maybe D Book would get on this team, and just his ability to create and score alone, just consistently make shots, would be bigger than what Jimmy would bring from a mentality standpoint and effectiveness offensively, even though he doesn't shoot the way you need people to make jump shots. But I don't know, man. I just feel like Jimmy fits Ime, and I think he fits the team. I think he would just add to it. And it's like, man, if you took, a guy like Dylan and whoever else, um, it seems like people don't want to move Tari, which is, fair. Now Byron threw in, a wrench today with. Now I don't think they can, give up on Jabari. So I don't know. I don't know how you all would approach it, but if a deal could get done, around Dylan and whatever other pieces to just drop Jimmy on this roster, man, I think your ceiling would be much higher. But shout out to you, man. You deserve the credit.
So you'll give up Dylan, Tari, and one more?
Nah, my initial deal was Dylan, Jabari, and one of the bigs if they had if that's what made the money work.
What type of
Uh,
draft? What type of draft capital Houston got? Like as far
they
as
have a litany of picks.
oh for real?
Yeah,
Oh damn. See, cause I cooked up a little something here. Shit. Well, that's as if the Heat want to. If the Heat want to be, picky or whatever like that. Cause I want. That's why I want to hear from OG. Like, is he?
did he go out or
Yeah,
me?
he went out. I'm like, where am I tripping?
Damn, I mean
Tez
that's
just
what
Travis
happened
Hunter.
when he in the middle of nowhere.
Tez just dropped travel player of the year.
Yeah, shout out to Travis Hunter,
So
man. No bull.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Travis Hunter, not Cam Ward.
bro, BJ is so funny, bro, and it's so random. Like
I just learned. I just learned to.
Yo, I'll try and chime in real quick.
Yo, what's good?
Man, that game last night, Rockets Warriors, bro.
My fault, y'all. I got a call.
That
Y'all
was,
finished?
yeah.
All right. Nah, I was. Hold on, too. And you was talking. My fault.
Now you can go ahead.
All right. Nah, I was gonna ask OG. OG still up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here, Byron.
All right, because I know the age thing, which I've been on your side for the most part in regards to Jimmy. He don't fit the age, the age frame, the age bracket. So with that being said, would you still be against Jimmy coming if you didn't have to give up like a young asset? So obviously, like if you can get Jimmy without giving up Tari, Iman, and hell even Bard, would you still be on board with Jimmy being with y'all? I would be against it.
I wouldn't be too against that if we didn't have to leverage too much.
All right, so y'all got enough contracts to make something shake in regards to like outside of like your young assets. Because I mean, even Fred, like just a Fred Van Vliet, like didn't that boy make what 42?
Yeah, he in the 40s.
Not, but I wouldn't be, you wouldn't be like crazy for saying, hey, you want to keep Fred just in terms of like a point guard, you know, facilitating, operating, everything standpoint. So even if you like pivot from him, and you go to Dylan Brooks route, and you go Steven Adams. I think it was like Aaron and Jeff Green or something like that work out for Jimmy. I think that's something like I cooked up.
So you said Dylan Brooks,
Steven Adams, Jeff Green, Aaron Holiday, and you sending the Heat. You sending the Heat some picks because you're not giving them no young assets, so they're gonna want some picks. And that's why I asked how much draft capital y'all got. Because the only way you're gonna be able to knock down the draft capital is if you send them one of y'all young assets.
yeah, I'm not too mad about that. If you told me Dylan Brooks, Steven Adams, that would
Jeff,
leave a void for us. Now, if Steven ain't been playing the whole year, he's been very inconsistent as far as playing time,
yeah,
and we already kind of light in that area anyway as far as a backup big, so we'd have to address that. But I think Jimmy would take that role that Dylan plays,
for
and
sure.
then you talking about Jeff Green and
That's
Holiday. Now, I'm not too worried about losing that. I'm not
yeah.
giving up too much. And so, yeah, at that point now, it's just
You
more to,
you just lean in the draft cap. Like you just got to
yeah,
lean heavy with the draft cap. That's why I asked how many picks y'all got to trade.
yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm not too opposed to that.
All
Not at
right,
all.
goddamn it, we found the goddamn middle ground. Goddamn,
Yeah.
that's what's called. That's what I was aiming to do.
But if you want me to leverage some stuff that I don't know if it's all the way materialized just yet for something that might push me to a second round, but I just lost
Yeah.
this over here, but I might get
Nah,
to a second round. Yeah, I ain't with that.
nah.
I'm
I've
with
been
that.
I've been understanding you on that route. Like I've
Yeah.
been understanding.
Yeah, that's but no, that's yeah. Cause I'm a Jimmy. It ain't you know me. You know Jimmy, my kind of dude. I like that type of player. That's my kind
Nah,
of
for
dude.
sure.
I just don't want to. Like I said, it was just the whole 35-year-old thing. I just know from I know this from experience. You start declining around 35, nigga. I know that. I do know that for sure. So
Yeah, that would be it would be more like a 2-3 year window. And I mean, what you'll be doing, and we can move on to the next, like to back to Tween, because I know he was talking. But that could be that could be something you gauging. Like if you was to make the move for Jimmy, that could be something you gauging. Like even once the window closes with Jimmy, especially if you're not giving up none of your young assets, you gauging for what you think gonna fit right with them. So
yeah,
you go after a Jimmy prototype. If everything working with Jimmy and they just can't get over the hump, but y'all having success in the playoffs, you seeing that y'all didn't grew year 2 and year 3 with Jimmy. But hey, he just age knocking on the door, father time knocking on the door, boom boom boom, whatever. But if it's more positive than negative that you saw with Jimmy in that window, that lets you know the archetype of player that you need to fit that your core. Because I think that would be a positive with bringing Jimmy in, even if y'all don't say get a chip. If he show
yeah,
more positive than negative, hey, goddamn it, we need a dog wing creator, whatever you want to describe Jimmy as.
yep. No, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
Now we
At
are
all.
betting at the Warriors. You want JK, Aaron? You want Moody?
Man, I
You
don't
want
know what's
Picks?
going.
You want
I don't know what's
Wiggins?
going.
What you want?
I don't know what's going to happen with that, bro. But for me, if it did start, I would be interested in coming in pause or coming in whether it's Moody pick whatever. But obviously, we're gonna have to be involved in that. So I mean, bro,
Pick them
I
both.
don't know what's going to happen with Jimmy, bro. It is what it is. I do think he get traded though. Whatever we trade him for, I have to just learn to accept it. As a Heat fan, at least we still gonna have Hero and Bam and other young guys that we can look forward to building around and having involved on the team. So or being involved on the team, Khalil Ware, Mohamed, etc. So it's tough being a Heat fan, bro. But I'm enjoying this Heat game tonight. The vibes is high in the team, the vibes is high in the locker room. So I don't got nothing really bad to say about it. We see what happened with Jimmy up until February or towards the end of the year. But Twin, you gonna circle back and ask some things on the game last night? What's the
Yeah.
word?
Shit, I just rewatched the game, the whole game right now. But I was basically saying, bro, Rockets really should have won this game, bro. They up 6 with 90 seconds to go, and they go on that little scoring drought. Fred comes out, he hits that corner
You mean
three.
Warriors should have won this game?
I mean Warriors, my bad. Warriors should have won. Fred comes out, you feel me? He hits that corner three. Then Shengun, you feel me? They call a timeout. I'm a fan of that. Ime did it. He was like, "Yo, fuck it. We not gonna go for three. We gonna go for two right here. Quick two, get a stop, and we gonna see what happens. Cause usually when you down three with like 20 seconds, you wanna take a 3-pointer. They took a guaranteed two. They got a layup on Looney. Then Curry misses that ISO on Dylan Brooks. He had a clean look at it, but Curry, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, he ain't create that separation all night. I was not opposed to that. I was opposed to that shot. Like GP2 was open. You feel me? Especially like you got a timeout left. Put some of your best shooters in the game. You up one. Like you feel me? Like you had GP2 and Draymond on the court. You might went with Buddy and I don't know. Maybe I'm nitpicking. Kaminga played well all night. You know, Shingun had a good game, a great game actually. Like when the clutch came to it, I think he had 3 made field goals in that stretch when they were down. You got to give him credit to that. Jabari played a hell of a game defensively. Ime went defense, offense, defense, offense. They kept doing that staggered what's it called? They staggered for offense. They staggered for defense. They took Shingun out. They put Bari at the 5 with those 4 guards. Jalen Green really didn't have anything going offensively, but he hit those two free throws to basically win the game. This is a good one for Houston, but this is an awful loss for Golden State. Like this might be the worst loss they've had, and they had some awful losses this season when they were up, basically guaranteed to win. Like they really don't have a closer. It's crazy how that sounds, but they really don't
Wayne,
have
that's what I'm
somebody.
talking about, Tween.
Yeah, like they gotta have. Like you just can't go ISO ball late in the stretch. Like cause they've been playing split action the first 3 quarters. Down the stretch, they don't know what to run. Draymond Green a costly turnover because he thinks Kaminga's driving downhill. That's a turnover. Then Curry shoots 2 bad shots that I was not a fan of, and it's just like they just have too much fuck ups. I don't excuse my language, but like that's what it is. Like hiccups, whatever you want to call it. They've lost a lot of games lately. I think we were talking about when we did our power rankings. It was between them or Miami or something like that. Bro, this is just another bad loss. I keep saying like I don't know what's going on with them. Like I don't want to blame Steve Kerr because they have been winning games without Curry. But that was when Milton was in the lineup and he's been hobbled. And I don't know what's going on with Pods and all of these utility guys. You feel me? The blueprint is there, but when Milton went down, they sort of lost their identity defensively. I mean, offensively, they haven't been there. 3 balls been iffy, but yeah, that's about it.
Queen, I got a question. Though. I can't let you get that off because I hear you, but it's almost like you attributing the loss to them and them like some bad decisions they
Yeah.
made or they just played bad. Who made them play bad?
No, I'm saying when they top blocked, when Draymond threw the ball over to Kaminga, he overshot the pass. It was Dylan Brooks cheating over. It was a backdoor. Kaminga had a step on Brooks. That's a dunk. Kaminga's gonna punch that. It's just a bad pass by Draymond. We're not you. Are you used to seeing Draymond make awful passes fronting the fronting split action?
Okay, let's talk about the last 3 minutes, right? All right.
Yeah,
So that you could say that was a bad pass. I give
that's
you
what I
that,
was
but
referring to.
you say that was a bad pass, but I also think there was a guy sitting right in the passing lane, and then that's what made the pass hard. It ain't like it was just a bad pass and nobody wasn't there. The nigga, our defender was sitting right in that passing lane and made it very hard for him to get that pass to him. And then if we want to talk about the last 3, it ain't just about them missing baskets or making bad plays. Again, I'm gonna say it one more time. We got 2 motherfucking shot clock violations in that last 2 minutes of the game. We forced 2 shot clock violations, so you didn't get a shot off. So it ain't
Yeah.
so much about what they did. It's about what we made them do. The defense contributed to that. The defense made them look like that. So give me the credit, nigga. I'm not taking it.
Now I'm giving
I'm
y'all
not
credit
taking
though.
it.
Y'all defense, my bad. I didn't want it to sound like I was discrediting Houston. I'm not doing that. Houston came back. That was a resilient comeback win. You feel me? I thought y'all was dead. 90 seconds to go, down 6. I gave credit to Fred for hitting that big 3. I gave Shingun his finesse. I gave him credit for that loony play. I gave Ime credit for that timeout and not going for 3. They could have shot that 3, but they was like, no, let's get this guarantee 2. Let's get a stop and let's get another good
No, no, no.
possession.
I hear you. I hear you.
You
But
feel me?
everything that you gave credit to was on the offensive side of the ball, and I
Oh, my
think,
bad. I
yeah, yeah.
mean,
And I just
yeah.
feel like I feel like their challenges late in that game had more to do with us dictating that as opposed to them just not completing the challenge or whatever.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I'm thinking like I'm not supposed to like the Warriors. You might be right on that. You feel me? The Warriors have been sloppy. They might just be. This might just who they are. You feel me? This might be just a sloppy team. But so I might need to give Houston credit for that. Maybe they made them that for the night. I don't know what's going on with them. That's why I was just basically critiquing Golden State. I'm not taking away from Houston. I'm saying lately this is who they've been. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Look, OG, I just wanted to ask you, bro. Like, I was looking at this Jimmy trade, bro. When I look at the Rockets, bro, I think it's more important if you guys get like a perimeter creator, like a guard who could really create his own shot and like offensive hub than like someone like Jimmy. I think so. You need someone that could create off the perimeter. So I think you guys need to make a trade like more in the off season. I'd ride this season out. I'd wait till the off season. I'd see what happened then because those perimeter guys are kind of hard to find, and if you kind of just waste all these assets on Jimmy. Jimmy's a good creator and stuff, but like I think he's 35. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna probably decline and stuff. You just need someone that actually could dictate like a one offensively. You know what I'm saying? Like a top like 15 player offensively, especially perimeter guys, like a guard. I'd say like a shooting guard or a point guard. So.
And the thing about it is, I don't know if y'all seen it, but Raphael Stone, our GM, already came out and said that ain't shit happening this year. So ain't nobody, there's not gonna be what you see right now is pretty much what you're gonna see for the remainder of the year. So he said it would surprise him if something materialized. So ain't nothing happening from our side. Jimmy will not be a Rocket, especially this year.
That's cool. Yeah, I figured.
I've seen that too.
Season move.
Anybody else have any other comments on this Rockets and Warriors game last night? If not, like I said, shout out to the Rockets. Shout out to both teams. Shout out to the Final Four teams that's heading to Vegas. Actually, it's NBA Cup. I know obviously the viewership and all that is down this year in NBA, but so it's hard to really say much. But I mean, we get to see the Hawks versus the Bucks, and then we get to see the Rockets versus OKC. It's no Lakers, it's no Knicks. There's no Heat. It's no, none of them big market teams. I like it for all four of these teams. I would like personally to see the Hawks play OKC. That's my prediction of it for it. We're going to talk more about that later on. The week might be over. It's Thursday.
That's on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm hip. While we here, anybody want to basically just announce who they got winning that game before we move to another topic?
I'm not going to lie.
Games?
That shit for this playing shit. It's big ups to the Rockets and the Hawks, and especially the Hawks, because ain't nobody had the Hawks being here when the shit first started, and definitely nobody had the Rockets either.
The Rockets might be a little. I mean, defensive.
But I know for sure nobody had the Hawks making.
Yeah, guarantee nobody had the Hawks.
Nobody had the Hawks making.
Yeah, facts. The Hawks. I had the Hawks winning against the Knicks last night. But I ain't had nigga. What there's Cleveland, Milwaukee. You feel me? There's like Orlando. Like I
Boston.
really got Orlando. In my opinion, I was probably thinking Orlando was gonna do something before Franz got hurt. Like I thought they was going NBA Cup maybe.
Yeah, that's probably because like no one expected Dyson Daniels and all the role players. The role players are playing like really, really good. Holy smokes! So yeah, man, I don't know. I think I have them over the Bucks too. I think they beat the Bucks. The Hawks. I just their offense looks.
I need Sly to change his pick. This nigga got us beating OKC, and everything this nigga touched turns into stone. So I need this nigga. Sly, can you please like OKC over us?
Give me the two favorites. Give me Giannis versus SGA.
Ooh, Giannis versus SGA.
As a basketball fan,
Hawks SGA.
As a basketball fan, straight up, all bullshit aside, I wouldn't be mad at that. Of course, I want my team to win under all circumstances, but I wouldn't be mad at a Giannis Shea matchup.
I'm not saying.
OG.
Yeah.
You still think after seeing the Rockets play, I want to say, but almost pushing 30 games into the season, you still think OKC leaps and bounds against everybody in the West?
Everybody except us.
Nigga, what?
I got the number or something. OG, you've been saying like you feel like you got you got OKC's number. Is this true? Is this how you really believe it?
I never. If you heard me enough, I'm bullshitting if I say I ain't. Don't get me wrong. I'm not scared of them niggas, but I fully respect them. Here's why. They play defense similar. They play a very rough brand of defense. They good defensively, and they really good offensive. They playing very good in a very good cohesive fashion. And they got a motherfucker. I've said it before. They got a dude you can get the ball to, and he gonna get it. He gonna go get it. And we don't have that shit, right? So I'd be foolish to sit around and sit up here and say, yeah, we right there naked. No, we don't. They've identified their
You laughed
motherfucker.
at me when I told you that
We
last
still
year
trying to
too.
identify our motherfucker. As soon as we get ours though, yeah, come on with it. But I'm not scared of no fight, like I said though. I ain't scared of no fight, and I think my niggas gonna fight this week. I think they gonna fight.
I need
Shout
y'all
out,
to beat.
shout
I
out to
need
your
y'all to
Disney
beat them
guys,
niggas,
man. For real.
OG. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need y'all to beat them niggas. I'm sick of that
Is
shit.
that Darren? Is that Darren from Cali? The one that live in Cali?
Yeah, he popped in that joint yesterday. Playback yesterday.
I ain't seen Dan in a minute.
No, for real. What's good, Darren? You got Hawks OKC in the final with OKC winning? Okay.
Sly, if you in the break room, come on up here, nigga. Shit, I ain't got time for all that. Come on up here and talk. I said I need you to change your pick, nigga, because you bad luck. Everybody you pick turned to stone, nigga. And I don't want you turning my team into stone. Come up here and get out that break room, nigga.
Y'all balled your ass off, OG though.
Yeah, I needed that one, BJ.
You know, I ain't like that. I thought Tari was gonna be like super crazy effective before the game, like, but as the game started going, hell nah.
He made a couple bonehead plays defensively, but that energy that he brings, the rebounds that he gets, the loose balls, all that shit, it's that's kind of what we depend on.
Now,
But
I'm still mad y'all got Amen, bro. That nigga's so goddamn good,
that
bro.
nigga, that's a
Jabari?
beast.
I know
Yeah,
you
that
want
was
that nigga in San
like
Antonio.
Jabari's
My
nice.
Bro,
man
nigga,
is a
He
between
beast.
did it.
Kirby,
That's
what I
what
said yesterday,
Facts.
that
Facts.
nigga
Bari's
OG,
nice, bro. I
bro.
ain't gonna lie. Bari's nice. He's one of their
twin. He didn't want Wemby. He wanted the twin.
Oh shit. You
Who?
want to
DJ.
MN?
Bro,
Yeah, he didn't
Say,
want
say,
Wemby.
don't play with me, man.
Don't
Say,
ever let people in fashion stats lie to you, bro.
Why he lying to you
Rule
on
number
that
Every
though?
twin, everybody knows that. He wanted the Thompson twin. He did not want Wemby. He did not want Wemby, bro. Everybody knows that.
BJ didn't?
Yes, going to that draft, that's who he wanted in San Antonio.
Wow.
That's a crazy.
Wow.
If
Bro,
I
Everybody
No,
knows
actually
that,
send
bro.
hell
you,
no,
I
BJ
could
he
didn't want
send you
lying
the
on
Wemby,
you.
bro.
video,
No
twin.
funny.
No
If I
cap.
actually
BJ
send
did
you
not
the
want Wemby.
videos that's in my actual phone, like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that nigga capping on you.
There's no need for me to
If
lie about something
if
so.
you didn't want that alien shit, I
It's
don't
not
know
that
if
he
I can
didn't want. It's
respect.
not that he didn't want Wemby. He just wanted the Thompson twin in San Antonio. But this was before the lottery. When the lottery happened, then he wanted Wemby. That's literally what happened. On me, that's literally what happened. Yeah, before the lottery, he wanted the Thompson twin. I don't know why over Wemby. Cool, I understand. But when they got picked one, then he shifted to Wemby, and everybody knows that. I'm speaking facts.
Damn.
He can't even deny
Give
that.
an
He know I'm
example of
speaking
not
facts.
wanting somebody, right? We got Wemby. I realized I was at MGM, bro. I realized I just started running around when we got Wemby, right? I was for this past draft, I was at a restaurant this past draft watching it. We draft Rob Dillingham. Nigga, I was mad as shit. I was mad as shit until they said something about a trade. I was mad as shit. That's the difference. I didn't want that nigga. That's one nigga I did not want. 1,000%. No.
Twin, you see 1110 just in the chat.
Yeah, she said
There's
that's
not even.
BJ, who you talking about? You talking about Rob with the chefs?
Bro, no, that nigga sucks. Keep that nigga away from here.
But BJ, was it more like you didn't see yourself having the number one pick? It was like we gonna have 3, 4, just take MN, you know.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It wasn't no I'm against Wemby.
I'm not, bro. I was never. First of all, I was never against the nigga. If I was solely against him, I would have never stopped what I'm doing in the middle of the day to watch him go play some overseas basketball.
Yeah, he was high on
I don't think I ever said he was against Wemby. I don't know if y'all heard me.
No.
I said before the draft lottery, he wanted the Thompson twin in San Antonio. After the lottery and the Spurs got one, then he shifted to Wemby. That's all I said, bro. That's literally a fact. That's all I said. I never said he was against Wemby. My thing is, you should have wanted Wemby regardless. Like, y'all should have been.
But realistically, shit is not happening.
You don't know that. It's the lottery,
bro.
The Pistons were ass last year. And they got the 5th pick. That keeps happening to the Pistons, by the way.
Niggas, they got bad luck.
The Wizards are ass right now. It's not a guarantee they get the number 1 pick. That's like a Wizards fan saying, "Yeah, going into the draft, I want Ace Bailey because I feel like we're gonna be 3 or 4 or 5." Nigga, you don't know where you're gonna be.
Z-Farm won fucking Dylan Harper.
want the best player in the draft. It's just that
G
simple.
Farm wants Dylan Harper.
He wants Dylan Harper. He don't want
I'm
to.
not mad at nobody that want Dylan that one over Cooper. I already made a video on that. I'm not mad at that. He's that good to me. But I mean that's a different conversation, bro. We don't got drag it. Who's that trying to come up to the stage?
Right, nephew, I'm gonna run. I just wanted to come in here and pop my shit real quick, but I'm finna get off the stage. I sure appreciate the opportunity. I got to go prepare for this party on Saturday night. We got a game at 7:30. I'm hosting a big party, and it's a Houston
Well,
watch
you
party.
hosting Rocket game party?
At the
Shit.
house over here. We gonna have niggas gonna be laid out, nigga. Got a spread, all
Oh
the drinks,
man,
nigga.
okay.
Laid it all out,
If I
nigga.
was in
I'm
Houston,
on like
you
a
know I'd
motherfucking
go,
final
OG.
run,
You
nigga.
know I'd go, cuz.
OG, I can come through,
Invite J
Brody.
Will, OG.
Come on,
Invite J
man.
Will.
Come on, nigga. Y'all, if y'all in town, stop by, nigga. You ain't gotta pay for nothing. Shit, if you need somewhere to stay, I got somewhere for you to stay. I'm having spread, all the food, all the drink. I gotta go start preparing for it right now, though, man. It's a big time deal for us, man. Nigga, I'm happy to mother. We finna party like
Look,
it's
all I gotta
motherfucking
say, you know, if I was
1999, nigga.
there, if you really know me, you know I'd go there and I'd crash that motherfucker.
Bro, you treating this shit like the playoffs, bro. Like, calm down.
It is for me, Mazak. It's a playoff for me, nigga. I'm feeling good. I don't know when this
They'll
shit gonna
call,
come
they'll
back
call,
again.
they'll call the
I don't
feds
know
on
when
me.
it's gonna happen
Yeah,
again,
I mean,
nigga.
it's a championship for him. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
I
so
Y'all,
that's
appreciate you
why I
though. I
say,
y'all, we
appreciate
going
you
to
though, OG.
Vegas, y'all. Woohoo!
and that's why I
Bunch of
say I
18-year-olds
appreciate you,
going to
Lo,
Vegas.
because that's why I got
They
to
can't even
go.
go in the motherfucking casino.
that money going to the party. Okay.
Yeah, I got to go buy some paper plates right now. Paper plates and water with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm finna go do. I'm going to Sam's right now, nigga. I'm on my way. Y'all be good,
We'll
man. I'll
talk
be
about
back in
boy.
here in a minute if you niggas still in here. I
All right,
Yeah,
appreciate
OG.
you,
yeah.
11
Appreciate
10.
you.
All right.
Make sure you send some money to the referee that called that foul too.
This nigga. See, there we go. I'm like, I'm leaving at the right
I'm
time,
just
nigga.
saying. Listen,
I'm
a
leaving
loss
at
is a
the right
loss.
Nigga,
time.
tell
Everything
number
Aiden said,
30
I
be
fully
better. No
agree with.
fuck.
That loss is on Steph Curry. I just want you to make sure you kick a little bread to that ref that called that though. You feel me? He deserves it.
But
Bill
tell Steph
Kennedy.
to score in the fourth quarter, man. You can't be
Bill
having
Kennedy
scores
all
fourth
right
quarter.
with me, nigga. Bill Kennedy all right with me.
All right. Yeah, bring the cheese and wine out. That's that, bro. We like I said the other day, like I said, not the other day,
I
earlier
ain't
in the
gonna
show
lie.
today.
If you might need the Rockets to be good, your show be lit when they win.
I mean, shout out to the Rockets, bro. I don't got nothing bad to say about them. I'm happy.
Them being good might be good for facts and stats. Yeah, I
Yeah,
ain't gonna lie.
they get all the talking here, so yeah, it might be good. Okay.
This was definitely a good start to the show
I know
today.
Heaven said pitch though. Her bet. Goods too.
Yeah, me too. I
They
bet
all
OG too.
they all y'all bet OG they weren't gonna win a certain amount of games this year.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Those bets are looking in jeopardy right now.
My
Them,
bet is
them,
for
them,
50 games. My bet is for 50 games. I'm not
and I
mad at
think
that
you
one.
made a bet on them making the playoffs, didn't you?
We got numerous bets though, so like I can't
Yeah.
work back and look at all of them.
No, the cash out's at 50 right now. When I said that the Rockets will have a higher seeding than the Warriors, you could just cash out 50 right now. We could just end the bet, but you could keep going if you want.
Nah, we good, bro. I don't believe in cashing out, twin.
Not real shit type shit.
Next thing though, like I said,
Somebody got a cash outlay?
We talked about this briefly earlier in the week, Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Monday, whatever it was. With Bill Belichick, most likely going to the Tar Heels. Now it was official as of last night. Again, I don't know if there's gonna be much conversation around this, but it is official. 5-year deal with UNC. Also got them a new. What happened yesterday?
You broke the news in here yesterday. You remember?
Nah, but we didn't really talk about it much. We talked about it more so earlier in the week. But Michael Lombardi, a former NFL executive who was an assistant under Belichick with the Patriots, is now going to serve as the general manager of the program. It entails.
Wait, what's the name? Say that name again.
Michael Lombardi. Michael Lombardi.
All right, go ahead. My fault.
And then Ted also sent me a tweet where their NIL was jumping from 4 million to 20 million as well. So it's gonna be a lot of new staff members there. There's gonna be a big shift in what the UNC Tar Heels football team is at least trying to do going forward. So that's something to monitor, and I'll just put some highlights on that. If anybody got any comments on it, feel free. Other than that, we'll continue to move.
I'm curious to see who else he brings. That has ties to him.
Listen, it doesn't matter who he brings. He's there. Chapel Bill. It's official. It's locked in. It's sealed. The ACC, you might as well hand them the trophy in 2 years. Give them 2 years. Not next year. 2 years. 2026, they will be hosting the ACC title up in the air as champions, and they will be in the college football playoff. That team is going to be set. You have an NFL coach, dare I say the greatest of all time, in a program that has produced tons of NFL talent. Not good ones, but NFL talent. Now you have a coach like Bill Belichick over there. Huge. It's huge for him. It's absolutely huge. So now you can see, watch, they'll get some of these top guys, some of these guys from Ohio State, Penn State, Cecil County State, wherever the hell they want to come from. They'll be going to Bill Belichick. They'll be knocking on the door of that office, and they'll be wanting to come over there. So it's great. Finally, a program that has been mediocre for years, but has and the thing is, their quarterback talent has been great, at least in the college level, not the NFL level, obviously, but outside Drake May. But their quarterback talent is amazing. They know how to produce quarterbacks over there in UNC. So now they have a head coach that can do the job. I'm excited. This is great for college football right here. Is getting someone like Bill Belichick in the system, in the program, and in the ACC, not in the Big Ten, not in the Pac-12, not on these high profile. The ACC, that's pretty valid. So, yeah, look out, man. He's coming, and he's here. 400 pages, and Clemson gonna be the first page.
I seen that freaking 400 pages. Yo, what's good, Tess?
What's good, brother? You spoke on the NIL shit?
Yeah, I said you sent me that tweet of it jumping from 4 mil to 20 mil.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah. Shit, Ohio State, bro. We just got 22 million, bro. And you see what type of team we just put together. So that's all I was trying to say the other day, bro. I knew this shit was gonna happen. 4 to 20. Come on, man. Then now you got some of. I was also sending. Now you got some of the players tweeting, tagging the NCAA and shit, asking to get their years back. Come on, man. Bill about to go turn that shit up. For real. You about to go turn that shit up. And like I told Wes yesterday, I think that he did it at a great time because the portal literally just opened. Maybe like officially, it been open for like a week, but officially open where people can start putting their name in. And just happened yesterday. So a lot of these people, top portal players who got these visions coming up, don't be shocked if you start seeing them shits get rescheduled or postponed. And a couple days later, they telling you that they about to go on official North Carolina. So I think he about to turn it up, bro. I give him a year, maybe not next year, but I definitely the following year he'll have some shit coming in. Anybody get a whole new staff.
Yeah.
Come on, anybody get a whole new staff. So ain't no telling, bro. And he might get some NFL staff members to come. You never know. It's Bill. You never know what's gonna happen. I think the deal was only 3 years.
5 years. 5 years.
5? Okay, 5. So you know what I mean? Got 5 years, bro. I'm only giving them a year though. I think about a year they'll be there. Now I ain't gonna say winning a chip, but now you get what I'm saying. Like they'll be there though. They'll be a force. Yeah, bro. So they about to have some players coming back, hit some transfer portals. I just seen they actually got a quarterback who visiting today, so he already on it. He already on it. So that's all I was trying to tell you the other day, man. I knew this shit was gonna happen. Now you got $20 million in NIL, man. You can build a fucking whole team with that, bro. Literally, you can build a whole team with that. But
you think he actually gonna get some people to play for him?
Yes, I do, bro.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
And this has been one of my main critiques of college football in a while. The coaches now, they don't prepare these kids for the NFL. They don't. It's very basic, vanilla.
But I'm just saying though, Z-Phone, you think you actually think he's a gut recruiter?
We don't know that yet.
Bro, that's why you get a whole new staff, bro. You get staff members who fill those roles, bro. He don't gotta go out and recruit every fucking player, bro. He can go to an assistant, a scout, or whoever. But it does matter who's on the staff. The staff member, he has to be relatable. You know, you gotta understand them. Preferably young, preferably now. with the with the NIL shit, you know, so you know what I'm saying, with shit going on, they can understand. My bad for cussing, bro.
Well, y'all can cuss. Y'all can cuss on YouTube, y'all. Y'all keep saying y'all good to cuss, bro.
I'm just respectable, man. My fault.
Nah, I got you.
Yeah, it's just a matter of the staff, bro, and like it depends who we get. Now we gotta see who's on the staff. Now if you go get a bunch of old people, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that will go. But it depends on the staff, bro. He don't gotta go and recruit every time. You go send people for that. But you gotta have a person who got some motion to his name. You know what I'm saying? I do agree with that. But like I just said, bro, they limit was 4 million last year, bro. That it just went up to 20. We just got 22 and built a whole fucking team. So you can build that, bro. And yes, I do think players will go play for him. I honestly do. You like Shaggy just said in the chat, and I also mentioned they already got players pulling their names from the portal, and they got players who's trying to get their years back right now, and a quarterback that's visiting today. He already in motion, bro. It's already en route. Like this is what's going on now. Bill is there for sure. 5 years, get to it.
To play under Belichick alone is enough to get a kid. That alone, especially a kid that wants to go to the National Football League, that is huge. To play under the greatest coach of all time. Now I get it. NIL money exists, the cars exist, all that stuff. But to play under someone like that, of that caliber, that could shift a kid. That could heavily move somebody like a 4 or 5 star kid. I'm telling you, there's going to be a ton of movement from UNC. They're going to get guys in. I'm telling you, they're going to be something. Like Tez said and I said, it's not going to be this year, but next year they're going to be something. And kid, like they're going to. I can't wait, man. It's going to be. This is good for college football right here.
It's funny because this is exactly what Wes and Tiz, what you're saying right now, Z Farmers, what basically Wes and Tiz was saying the other day, and there was some pushback around it. I don't remember everything that was being said on the other side, word for word. But yeah, man, I like what y'all saying, bro. I like what y'all saying. I definitely agree with a lot of things that you just said as well, as far as the ability to play under Bill and what that can do. That mentorship, that leadership, that coaching ability. Teams that rank currently both in the top 10. We can do a lot. So shout out to UNC. I put UNLV as hiring Dan Mullen. Shout out to UNC. Shout out to Bill Belichick. And 5-year. I'm glad I seen 3 year. When I first saw the report of 3 years, I got mad. I'm like, what are you going to do in a 3-year span? And then it came out like 30 minutes to an hour later. It's actually a 5-year deal. I'm like, okay, that makes way more sense. That makes it way more better for my thought process around it. Versus being a 3-year deal versus compared to a 3-year deal to a 5-year deal. So 5 years, you got more wiggle room. You got your time and your ability to grow, build that culture, build that foundation, have that staff. Versus 3 years, I think shit would have been a little quicker. Probably could have met some certain expectations. So yeah, I like it. Good for UNC, good for the ACC, good for college football. Like Z Farmer saying, period. I don't think anybody else got any other thoughts on that.
I got a question, and you can answer this.
Yeah.
What's the difference between what him and Dion in the situations? I'm not saying it, like I got something to just I just want to know, like, what's the difference?
I cannot again. I don't. They was having this conversation literally the other day. So I knew the build thing wasn't going to be that long today, but they were literally having this conversation every day. And then somebody said that the other day, and Ari had some response. I can't remember what her response was, but
I said it, bro. Yeah.
Oh, you said it the other day. I mean, the difference. I mean, I don't know.
This
I don't know if it's different because
this won't build up a lot of media attention though, like Dion. He won't have the cameras and all that shit like Dion had. And plus, Dion took Trav and his son with him, bro.
True.
So to my point from the other day, if the only difference you can bring me is the cameras, you're not doing nothing. That's not holding.
And he also snagged the #1 recruit, bro.
Bro, we knew he was going to Colorado from the jump. He went to Jackson State, gang. That's not holding. We knew that.
I think that's what he's saying, though. I think he's still saying like he went to Jackson State.
But this is the thing.
Like,
he
still went to Dion, bro.
He had Shador. He had Travis with him. He had pieces with him. Bill is going over that. This is a reset. Nothing. Nothing is his.
He
Nothing.
started.
He
He
is
started from
ground
ground
zero.
zero.
Yeah, this
His
is a
best
build.
player. His best player is going to the draft.
Yeah.
His best player is going to the draft.
So, and I know Tez said it earlier, but I disagree with it. I think they should get some old people in there. And there's one name I want to suggest. I would not be surprised if he is hired because he's been in these coaching talks for a while. Ed Reed. I think Ed Reed might be hired on this staff. And Ed Reed as a secondary coach, safeties coach, something like that. We know Bill has a ton of respect for Ed Reed. Would not be surprised if he is on the staff next year and is in UNC blue on the sideline.
Ed Reed come in your crib for a home visit, and they throwing you some money, and the head coach is Bill. Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's be for real. What are we
Greatest
doing?
safety of all time?
What are we doing?
With the greatest coach of all time? At that point, we know you just like it for the money. You don't want enough at that point. That's what that's going to tell me. You don't want it.
You can't disregard that point though, the money point, and that's also what I did. Like I was hearing them. I wasn't disagreeing with everything because the money portion is going to play a big factor. That's why it just jumped from 4 to 20, bro. All of it is going to be. Some of it's going to be based off. Yes, I want to play with Bill. I know he's the greatest coach, NFL coach. You know what I mean? Like some of it is going to be respectable, like on a respect level, and the money. Sometimes the money ain't going. The money ain't going to really too much matter to certain people, but the money does matter now. In 2024 going into 2025 in college, and that's why they had to make that big jump for the NIL because it matters a lot. And they got. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So I think it does matter a lot. So I'm not trying to jump off that point because I do think that's the whole point of it. But at the same time, bro, like I said, a 20 million game, you can build a whole damn team. Like they got the resources. They don't have a staff yet, so we still, like I said, we still have to see who's on the staff. But they got the resources. That's all I'm saying. They can do it. I think they can, and I think people will want to go play for him. 100%.
A few things because I was one of the ones that pushed back. I wouldn't even really say I pushed back because I told Wes I thought he would make their program better. One, my case of I have to see how successful he is at it is going to always be the same. Like that was, I said it and I'm gonna stand on it. I need to see how good he is at it. I need to see how good he is at recruiting. I don't know how good he is going to be at recruiting because we've never seen Bill Belichick recruit. Now, regardless of you saying like, oh, he's gonna use his name, like the same stuff, and like the way that you heard us out yesterday, whatever day that was, Tez, it's like I heard what you and Wes were saying. Like the name of Bill Belichick is good. My biggest thing was that will they have the money to compete, and who is he going after? Who are you going for? But I think Bill's still gonna have to prove it. I actually think both you and Z Farmer right. I think there needs to be a mix of young and old. I think Bill's gonna need his people there to like help him run his shit, right? Like people that just know how Bill does things, right? You're gonna need those people, right? To come in and like make the culture change that like you hire a person like Bill Belichick to make, right? But you're gonna also need those people, like you pointed out, Tez. You're gonna also need those people that can like relate and that are young and that don't kind of come in with like that you need to listen to me and like all that kind of shit because like that's that niggas not going they're not going to vibe with that. You know,
100.
they're not gonna vibe with that. Um, so in that, I think the biggest adjustment is going to be on Bill's end. How does he adjust to this new way of doing things? I'm sure he talked to Nick before he made this decision. I'm 1,000,000% sure he talked to Nick Saban before he made this decision. Because why the fuck wouldn't you? Like that's just stupid at that point. Why wouldn't you talk to Nick before making this decision? Because Nick is somebody that's done it. He left because he said I didn't want to do it no more. But Nick is somebody that's done it. And so I'm sure he's going into it with like the mindset, but we all know like you can go into something and like expecting it to be one way and then it just be a completely different thing. So that's my thing is like, how does he adjust his way of doing things and mainly with like how he interacts with players? Because like as we know, you're just not recruiting a kid for 1 year. Like you're recruiting a kid every single year to keep them there. Like you get them there and you got to keep them, especially if they're good. So if he has the impact on the field that I think we can assume that he will have, that means those same players that you recruited that maybe niggas wasn't really checking for at the moment because like it's the beginning and you're not, whatever, you're not really, none of these players are really, guys that, these teams were looking for. If they do end up being successful the way that we would assume they're going to be, then that means now you are going to have to be competing with some of these other programs to keep them there, which means that how you treat them is going to be something that you just can't be like, okay, I got you in the door. Now it's my way to do things, and y'all going to sit there and shut the fuck up and, whatever. No, you gotta, you got to keep it, he just has to make a change. I'll just say that, with the way that he interacts with players and the ways that he handles things, because like, unfortunately, it's just not, you can't just tell the player, I'm the coach and you're going to do what the fuck I say no more. Despite you being Bill Belichick and despite you probably being a person that can't say that, you can't just say, oh, I'm Bill and y'all are going to listen to me. And if you don't listen to me, then you can get the fuck off my team. Because they're going to just say, okay, bye. And they're going to leave. So that's all, honestly. It's like, how does he adjust to doing that? Is it successful? Is he good at doing it? Yeah, if he's good at doing it, then oh fucking well. Okay, cool. Cool. You're Bill. And it's not like he's in a hard conference, like a conference where he's gonna be playing top talent, or teams, So it's not like beating the teams should be the issue, but it's how do you adjust? Your way of doing things. Well, the way that we've heard you do things, because none of us have played or worked for the Patriots, from what I know. How do you adjust? Can you be, for like lack of a better word, can you be a bit more Mike Tomlin in terms of the way that you interact with players? I don't know. If he can do it, man, God bless him. Kill it. But you can't do things 100% the way that you've been doing them, because like in this college climate, it's just like not gonna work. That was really it. But shout out Bill. I think the $20 million jump is big. I looked it up, and from what I see, that puts UNC's NIL program, football NIL program, at I want to say the fifth
Yeah,
highest,
top five.
top five. It's like right around. I want to say like I'm pulling up the list. I want to say the largest is Texas with 22 million, but then you have Ohio State, like Ted said, LSU. LSU's at 20.1, Ohio State's at 20.2, and Texas is at 22. 22.2, which means they're above Georgia, they're above A&M, they're above Michigan. Granted, above Bama, granted, got to see how these
That's what I'm
change.
saying though. That's
But
what
he's being put in, he's being set up really well.
Yeah, and that's all we were saying though. Like you get a new coach that fast and a whole new staff that fast, and now you're above Georgia and Alabama. We know they have the money. Like that's how you
Yeah.
get these players. That's what they want now.
Yeah.
You hire a coach and get a whole new staff, and now you just automatically jump to top five in NIL. Bro, they are building their players off NIL.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia, LSU, Ohio State, everybody's doing it. So the fact that they can make a 20 million jump in a couple days by just hiring a coach, then you, like I said, then, and Shaggy said in the chat also, then you still, on top of that, you have players publicly going on Twitter, going on whatever, and they're asking to get their years back, and they're taking their names out the portal.
Are they able to get it back, by the way?
I don't know.
They would have to have a reason to go in front of a board, but yeah.
Oh, so they would have to appeal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I hope they do. I hope they do give him back to him. Like I'm just saying, he's in a good start. It steps along to it, but his steps they checking these boxes slowly, and once he get a staff, and like Z Farm said, I do think he may need to bring some type of NFL mindset players to the
Bringing
staff.
in a guy, I loved what Z Farm said when he said Ed Reed. Like
Yeah.
I think Ed Reed would be a great person personally, because though he's older, he still is like relatable, right? He's not gonna come in on like the rah-rah type. I'm Ed Reed, listen to me. So I actually think he could be a great person to like enlist for this type of like situation, and to like be a good person to like at least give you the feel of what it's like. Because Ed Reed, if I'm not mistaken, Ed Reed has done some college football work, right? He's been on some staffs, right? Or
Yeah, he was. I know there was a story years ago. He was trying to become that HBCU coach for that bill as well. But again, I think because he has that coaching itch, I think
yeah.
he wants to do it, and I think if he went to Bill and Bill, I think Bill would say yes because again, Bill has so much respect for Ed Reed. You'll see the clips. That's one of the most feared players in his opinion is Ed Reed. If he got that in his program, in
I
his
remember they're
system, a
like little
leader,
NFL films thing.
absolutely, and that's
Mhm.
yeah. I think that would be a perfect fit for that program as a secondary coach. Maybe I mean not even a DC. We don't know what he can do, but
Well, wouldn't
as
his
a
son be
secondary
the
coach,
DC, or is his son more than
I think he's head coach in waiting. I don't know what they would do for the current staff, but
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. They haven't really specified his role, but I mean, even as a secondaries coach, that's still great to have
Yeah.
mind in the locker room and in that film room for those young kids. So, yeah, no, someone like that would be huge. And I was gonna say Ray Lewis, but if you had fucking both of them, good luck. But yeah,
I'm gonna be what he has. I don't know how far. He was responding to something else.
He talking about Ed Reed when he went trying to go
Yeah.
to the HBCU in Florida.
Then he was there for a little bit, and then like shit went down with the school, and then
Yeah,
he
that shit was
quit, right?
that shit was fucking weird. That shit was terrible over there.
I
What
think
player?
they weren't trying to give him.
Oh, see, Shaggy said if his son's there, then his son's calling the defense.
so yeah, he'll be at SoCal. Yeah.
And then Bry said the former player angle doesn't work all the time. I mean, yeah, I think you could see it, but yeah, I'm just gonna say yeah. I
He's
think
gonna get somebody in there from the Patriots. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we get someone like Edelman in there too. I don't know if
You
he
ain't,
would be interested in
but
coaching.
but I'm not. You don't have to
But
get
he's
a
gonna get
whole
somebody.
staff. You don't have to
You
get
know
a whole
Bill.
staff of former
yeah,
No, I'm not
and
saying
I
that.
don't think
But
he
I'm saying
would. I
he
think
gonna
he's
get
talking to Rye.
somebody. No, he gonna get somebody. Like it's not gonna be all college. Young guys. We gotta shake this up. He's gonna get somebody from the NFL, somebody from that coaching staff that he has experience with. So it's gonna happen, but it just matters where he picks it.
Yeah, I know he's having his press conferences either now or in a few minutes, because I want to say it's 2 Eastern, I think I saw. So we
17
should be
minutes.
hearing from thank you, BJ. We should be hearing from Bill himself soon. So it'll be interesting to see what he says, and I'm sure he's gonna get the questions.
I ain't even know
Yeah,
that.
Bill,
I knew his
man.
press
That's the
conference was
Bill.
today. I didn't know what and I knew it was at 2. I just couldn't remember if it was 2 my time or 2
Oh, so
Eastern.
we might find a lot of answers today. Then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure they're. I know the first thing is gonna be like, well, who are you bringing? Like, do you have an idea of your coaching staff? So we should for sure get more information on
Anybody
that.
know what that's coming on? What channel that's coming on?
I wouldn't be surprised if ESPN has it on. I'm gonna be so honest.
It might be on YouTube. I'm gonna check right now.
Because Pat McAfee ends at 1 my time, 2 y'all's time, and Sports Center comes on. So I wouldn't be surprised that they have it on Sports Center. Let me see. Bill Belichick. PNC press conference.
Because I can put that on a playback while I go to the
Playback,
gym. To be honest,
that'll be
while I'm at the gym, or see
interesting.
if I got a link for it, just let me know.
I know it's
Well, yeah,
streaming
shout out to
local.
Bill. Local. Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
but
it says
it's probably going to be on ESPN. I'm gonna be honest, because they've been talking about it all day.
okay.
So yeah.
Back ends, appreciate you subscribing, Brody. I appreciate you subscribing.
Oh,
Let me see you when I'm
ACC
on
Network
TikTok a
makes
little later
sense.
on.
So yeah, it's gonna be on ESPN.
Appreciate you subscribing, Brody. I'm gonna be back on TikTok in like 2 hours or something like that. Yeah, man. Shout out to Bill. Shout out to UNC. Last but not least, before we actually watch that press conference introduction for Bill and UNC and playback, Rams 49ers, the football game we got tonight. I know it's brief. We don't really do too much when it comes to previewing games and things of that nature. The 49ers are not out. Surprisingly, they're not out. The Rams, are they the last playoffs? They're still working their way into the top 7, right?
Let me check.
I think they're the 8th seed right now.
Yeah, they're still working their way in.
Because I think Commanders are 7 still. So
it is. Well, let me see what the Commanders' schedule is. Because the Commanders, they got to win this week. So they have a win. Like not they gotta like they actually have a win. Yeah, it goes. Yeah, because they play us, so they're further. So yeah, you have Seattle, Philly, Lions, Bucks, and then the next 3 spots are gonna go to Washington, the Vikings, Packers, and then Washington. Yeah. So they're a game behind. Do y'all know if they played this year? Did the Packers and the Rams and the Commanders play this year?
No, they didn't play. And I don't think they play.
No, they didn't.
But I do know, don't the Commanders, did they just have their bye week or do they have their bye week this
it was last week. Yeah.
They just had their bye week. Okay. Dre Greenlaw's playing. Don't know how much it's gonna. Dre Greenlaw's playing. I saw they were gonna make Grindo play.
I think Bosa and Trent are still out.
Trent's out.
The 49ers played good defense against who did they play last week? Who was that team they just played last week?
The Bears.
The Bears. Oh, that don't really count.
I was about to say, please.
Yeah, that don't really.
I was about to say that's not.
I was about to say, please. Let's not. Let's slow it down a little bit.
That don't count. But in the first half, they contained them, but that doesn't count. They're going to against the Rams team, man. The 49ers are at home. Brock and George
historically beat the Commanders.
Brock and George Kittle excelled last week. Isaac, he didn't practice all week, but he is expected to play. The rookie running back. He had a good game last week as well. The 49ers are actually favorites. They're minus 145. They get a 3-point spread because
is it at San Fran?
That's San Fran.
So that's why.
They did lose to them this year.
The 49ers lost to the Rams this year.
You remember that game where the Rams had like nobody?
Yeah, wasn't it like a field goal?
That field goal that they were up and then they let the Rams come back, I want to say, and then the Rams ended up winning at the last minute.
Yeah, so the running back is expected to play. Dre Greenlaw is expected to play as well. Trent Williams is out. I don't know about Bosa. It stays questionable here. I cannot remember what I've seen on Bosa personally. I like the Rams 3 guys to have a phenomenal game again. Personally, I like Puka, Kupp, and Kyron to excel offensively. I think the Rams actually get this win on the road. They moved to 8-6 on the year, and they prayed that the Saints somehow do magic and beat the Commanders. So they can sort of kind of try to move into that 7th spot eventually. As far as the 49ers, go ahead.
No, go run through because I'm about to say this.
As far as the 49ers, I mean, their season been what it's been. I think they need to try to focus on getting Debo involved into that offense today.
Hell no.
He's one of their weapons at the end of the day.
Y'all know how logic go. He's scoring tonight.
But listen, they don't need Debo Samuel because you got the next best Debo Samuel. You got Jawan Jennings. That man has proven his talent.
Jawan is nice, dude.
But Jawan is
nice. And the Rams can't stop nobody.
And you talk about the big 3 in LA over there. I like the big 3 in San Francisco.
So Zifon, what you telling the people that
you like the 49ers
start them in fantasy?
I love Jawan Jennings in fantasy this week. I have him in fantasy.
No, I don't think he has the 49ers tonight.
But you know what? I'm not even playing in fantasy this week. I got to buy, so I'm chilling. Jawan Jennings is playing, but he ain't playing. So, but I like Jawan for. I think he has whatever his yards is. I like Kittle tonight, and I like Purdy. I like that 3 right there because the Rams' pass defense is Swiss cheese.
Purdy birdie.
But they can get after the They can get after the passer though. With Trent not being there, that does make that a liability for them, especially with Verse and I forget the white dude's name.
Who's running tonight? Who is Garendo? Is he back?
Garendo's playing, but he hasn't practiced at all this week. But he's.
I wouldn't be surprised to be on a snap count. So
yeah,
whoever
their backup is, you should.
Patrick Taylor, Israel Abekanya from Penn.
Who
or
What the
Pitt.
fuck is that?
He was on the Jets a year ago, but yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't touch their running backs tonight. I mean, maybe Garendo goes off, but that's too much of a risk.
I'm curious about if he didn't practice. If he would have practiced, I would have been a little bit more confident. But hearing that he didn't practice at all, he's just going to play today is crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Just the sheer will that he's playing on a foot sprain to me is enough to leave him alone for anything. So
I mean, I
I'm
was
cool
about
off
to, and
him.
like as you said, Z Farm, the Rams' pass defense is not good, so it's not like they're gonna have to run the ball. They should be able to pass it on that Rams pass defense, unless they are getting after Purdy. Then like that becomes the issue. But if they're getting after Purdy, I mean,
And if
then
Ricky
pretty much shit.
Pearsall can't get me 2 catches tonight, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna tell you all that now because he better.
That's the bum goods trying fucking.
He better listen. This is that future talent that we're talking about right here. This is the future.
I ain't hearing none of that shit, bro.
I don't think you gonna call him a bum, bro. You trying to come back, fight, working.
And guess what? He gotta shoot my parlay down tonight if he fucking can't get 2 catches.
I know his situation. Whoop de whoop. But motherfucker, you put on them pads and you step on that motherfucker field, you better show me something.
I ain't mad at you.
But I can't even blame
Juwan
him.
TD from Jada, George Kittle with the play.
Like, bro,
same way.
Just a little bit, bro. Like, you don't gotta go out there and give me a $130.
Man, listen, all I know is George Kittle better give me 2 tutties tonight after what he did last week, bro.
Listen,
he
I like
my
it, Jimmy.
money like that.
What y'all should hope for,
tutties.
if for betting purposes, y'all should hope it's a shootout.
Well, I'm looking at it now, and I think it was on the little thing there. It is supposed to rain tonight, so we'll see how much that affects passing.
Can the Niners stop the run?
Kyron might have a feast.
Let's see here.
You know what? Niggas talk about Kyron Williams, Blake Corum. Blake Corum's gonna score.
Yeah, I mean that's why I just said running backs. What's the percentage of rain at? Because I see rain and it's 55. Damn, it's gonna be some cold ass rain. Ew.
What is game at?
In San Fran. Well, Santa Clara.
San Fran's pretty. They're decent at stopping the run. They're top 12 in the league. Rams are bottom 5 in the league at stopping the run. So,
but they don't have nobody to run. So fuck.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah,
like Garendo stuff.
But actually, I'm not gonna lie. Debo might be the play. Shout out to whoever said that.
But that's if they use him in his former capacity.
Yeah, but that's why I said I think they should try to
I think
focus on getting him
I
involved.
think they're gonna hand him off.
I think they're gonna try to focus on getting him involved today.
What did they do last week?
Especially if Garendo's on the snap count or whatever, bro.
I mean, that would be smart.
Dudes don't really want to hand the ball off to their 3rd, 4th string running backs, bro. Like, come on, dog. Like,
Keyshawn Vaughn might be the answer.
I was about to say, does Debo want to take the ball?
I was about to say, I'm looking at Debo's past rushing.
Mm-hmm.
He's not doing anything. Like 5 carries last week, 13 yards. He's not doing nothing. Like,
but 5 carries last week, that's still.
But he hasn't had. But he's having games like that. 4 carries, 4 carries. He's not hitting.
He hasn't gotten over 30. He hasn't gotten over 30. Like, so, let me break it down to you this way. When they were, what's his name? Jordan Mason's first game versus their first game versus the Jets is Debo's highest amount of carries. He had 8 carries. He got 23 yards. He has 2 negative rushing yard games. He has a few 0 rushing yard games, but that's because he didn't get any carries. But he's averaging like
he doesn't even have a game over 30 receiving yards since
October.
I was about
to say 30 rushing yards. Like it's just
sucks, bro. Oh my
they just aren't using him.
Yeah, but
I don't know if they're not using him. I don't know if he's not effective. Let me say that.
He's just not effective anymore.
Oh yeah, if he's not effective, nah. But I feel like they were going to get him some touches just strictly off of necessity.
Like last game, he had 5 carries for 13 yards, and he was averaging 2.6 yards a carry.
Who they play last game again?
The Bears.
Yeah, Bears.
That's a good defense, though.
D-Mac, okay, I see your comment, D-Mac.
Yeah, but like if you see the way that the game was so lopsided, so their defense should have been tired. They should have been on the field, but they stayed on the freaking field.
D-Mac said, "Big Jennings game, okay, D-Mac, okay."
Listen, I would parlay with D-Mac just said right there.
Damn.
I would parlay that 70 yards from Jennings and a Rams W. Somebody put that in your little fan duel.
And a George Kittle touchdown.
That's your Z Farm play of the day right there. Jennings 70, Rams W. That's a
This
good
nigga
play
only
right
has
there.
one touchdown this season. I know the niggas that drafted him are sick.
Who?
Good thing I didn't. Debo.
Debo? Yeah, I ain't draft that nigga. He's ass.
I drafted him. I drafted him late, so I don't give a fuck.
And I don't
I
even know
knew
why
what I
you
was getting
drafted him.
with
You
him.
hate that guy.
Yeah,
So
that nigga's bones. You know I hate him. Him and
listen,
Brandon Ayuk.
You
Fuck
did
him.
hate that
I'm
guy. Why'd you draft him?
crying.
there's people
Bruh,
that drafted Christian
I
McCaffrey
don't
one.
know, nigga. I don't know. I wasn't gonna let him
But
just sit right there
it
and
makes
fall to
sense
one
why
of
you
y'all.
draft Chris McCaffrey though, Z Farm.
Yeah,
Even if he
McCaffrey.
does have like a down year by his standards, that shit ain't this. This is terrible.
I knew it was gonna happen.
All right, so I'm
Debo
about to
has
start.
40 receptions for 553 yards.
I'm about to start the playback room. See if
Oh,
I can put the little build thing on the
can I make
screen
my
or.
little Rams point right quick? Though?
Oh yeah, for free.
Thanks. Just to play off a little playoff preview. The Rams next two of the Lord. Two out of the Rams' last three games are against divisional opponents. They play Arizona again, and they end off versus Seattle. They play the Jets next week, which they probably should win that game. But they play the Rams. I mean, and both of their games are at home, but they play the Cardinals and they play Seattle. So you could possibly say maybe they go 2-1 in that or whatever. So that's that. But the big thing is that the Commanders really do need to win. I think they win this week because I think we suck. But they really do need to win because they still have to play the Eagles. They play the Eagles next week.
And even
And
Seattle has to play
you don't
Green Bay.
like them in that game, most likely versus the Eagles.
Yeah.
Which
That
means
game versus the
that they
Falcons.
can't really afford to lose this game, or quite frankly, any other. They play the Falcons, which I actually do think if Kirk takes his head out his ass, could be a good game. Um, Also, if whoever their offensive coordinator remembers that Bijan is on their team and not on the other team and decides to run the ball. But they still do have to play. They have after our game, their last three games are divisional games. They play the Eagles. Oh wait, no, I read that wrong. Just the Eagles, and they ended off with the Cowboys, who, as we know, beat them earlier this year or a few weeks ago, and they still do have the Falcons. So like they don't have just I personally think our game is their last quote unquote gimme. Um because I don't think you really want to be playing your team in like the last game of the season versus a Dallas team that's not in playoff contention. Which I mean, who knows how their schedule goes? They might end up being in playoff contention. But I think the Commanders are going to look at
I ain't gonna
shit.
lie, that game, if they did
Uh,
end up doing that, because you know how that rivalry goes, man. Dallas
mhm.
gonna be they just gonna be playing
Just
just
to
to
like
fuck them
fuck it
up.
up,
And the
Just to
right?
crazy
fuck
thing
them up.
is, the Rams could still win the division because I'm looking at
I was about to
Seattle's
say the
because
Rams can still win because Seattle's schedule isn't easy either.
they get Green Bay this Sunday night, Minnesota at 4:05, Chicago Thursday night, last Thursday night of the year, and at LA. So that Week 18 matchup,
Mhm.
Seattle LA can decide the
That could be
division right
for the
there.
division.
Yeah, and that's at
And
LA. So
you would say that the Rams have more favorable games to end. I mean, granted, they're divisional after that Jets game, but still, like realistically, like, do we think the Cardinals are gonna? I think it'll be a close game. I think it can be a close game, but like, I think they can beat the Cardinals. And I think they can fucking beat Seattle as well. So, like, looking from like a playoff preview standpoint, I think these are two teams to definitely keep your eye on in the NFC to see where things end up shaking up with them. Because you know, if the Commanders fuck around and lose to us, it might get a little scary for them because they can't really in their playoff hopes. Um, so yeah, just a
I
little
ain't gonna
thing there.
lie. Listen, that as a
Do
dude from
anybody
the
got a link for
area,
that?
what you about to say, Ev?
Do anybody got a link for that ACC for the build thing?
The ACC
I don't
network.
think it's coming on because after the McCaffrey.
it's on ESPN right now. I gotta
Yeah, I was about to say
pull
it's
that
gonna be
up.
on ESPN.
It's on the ESPN Plus. If you got a local TV,
I hope they fuck us up. Really not trying to fall out the five. Who, Jada?
What you about to say, logo? It before I get up out of here.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. As being from the area, Ev, on who? The Commanders missing the playoffs, and they'd be the most redskin shit ever, bro. These niggas started off like 7.
I'm telling you, bro. Look,
Nah,
they
that would
started
be
off. They was
insane.
hot.
That
Whoopty
would,
whoopty
These
whoop.
that
niggas
would be
started off
insane.
7-1. They was talking crazy. JD5. It's a new. Oh
They were
my
so
god.
happy. And my lord, you know if they missed the fucking playoff, boy.
If they end up missing the playoffs
DJ gonna
after
be
that, bro, that'll
insufferable.
be
I'm trying to,
hilarious,
Shaggy.
bro.
But all right, y'all. Everybody that came through to the show today, thank you so much. About to move it to the playback. I'm trying to watch the Bill press conference. Again, it's playback.tv/facts and stats. The link is in the description. Majority of y'all already know about it. But if you don't, playback.tv/facts and stats. Thank y'all for all the support today. Thank you for the new people that subscribed today, new people that became members today. Thank you for the people that just support the show today. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate all the support. And thank y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon.